Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. It was the ancient Greeks who believed that man's life is a thread, and it passed through the hands of three goddesses who were called the Fates. The thread, spun by Clotho, the design was determined by Lachesis, and then there was Atropos, who waited with the terrible shears. And when she snipped the thread, for a good reason, or a bad reason, or no reason at all, that was the end. Forever. And therefore, everyone who takes another's life also takes upon himself the mission of Atropos. And since, in a divine sense, she is the only one who is licensed to perform that duty, she may not take kindly to competition. Bear it in mind.
Are you trying to bribe me?
Of course.
I have never been so insulted.
You've never been so flattered. How important you've suddenly become. A mere girl like you can now control the destiny of thousands. Now, how much money do you want?
There isn't enough money in the world.
Oh, there is. We'll give you $1 million.
But
Take the million, my dear. Take it, or we'll have to kill you.
Our mystery drama, The Mission of Atropos, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Nathan Adams. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One. I swear by Apollo, physician, that I will fulfill, according to my ability and judgment, this oath and covenant. Thus begins the celebrated oath of Hippocrates, for thousands of years the ethical standard and spiritual guide for practitioners of the medical profession. Louisa Alcott Mandeville is a young doctor, and the oath is still fresh and inspiring. A framed copy of it hangs in her office, where she looks at it from time to time, every day.
I'm looking for Dr. Mandeville.
I'm Dr. Mandeville.
You're Dr. Mandeville? No.
I see that's become my name around here, Dr. Mandeville. Oh.
Well, who figures
A dame.
It ain't that. And ladies who are doctors, but you figure they're all old dames.
You should also figure that all old dames were once young dames.
Yeah, that figures.
What's your name?
Barney. Bernard Aloysius Kremen. I work at the reduction plant.
Why don't you do something about that cough?
Like what?
Well, you could stop smoking, for one thing.
I can't.
All it takes is a little willpower.
How can I stop when I never smoked in all my life? Caught you that time.
Very good. Well, what's wrong?
I don't know what's wrong. That's why I come to you.
I don't like that cough.
I don't like it either.
How long have you had it?
6 weeks, couple of months, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Is it painful?
Well, I get a little wave.
Wait.
It took me a long time to figure it out. Like a wave. Like you go to the beach, see a wave, kind of rolls in and builds up higher and higher, and it just breaks. I get this wave.
Does it hurt?
No, it's like pressure.
Where?
Everywhere. All over, all at once. I want to tell you, Doc, it's scary. And then right in the middle of it, cough.
The wave. It happened just now?
Yeah.
Take off your shirt, please.
verdict, Doc?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's what I figured.
I need more time.
Be my guest.
Do you cough like that all the time?
I do lately.
I would like to send you to the hospital for observation.
No, Dice. I can't afford it.
Well, you could take it out of sick leave. You'd still be paid.
Yeah, but that's just straight pay. I'm not only knocking off time and a half overtime, but double time for Saturdays and Sundays. The way the plant is smoking now, I can't afford to give that up.
Thursday, October 15th. The patient's name is Bernard Aloysius Kremen. White male, aged 54. Married, 3 children. No serious prior illnesses. Complains of some sort of malaise. Persistent dry cough. Pulse, blood pressure, heartbeat normal. Routine EKG, X-ray, blood test negative. Come in.
Dr. Mandeville, you haven't had your dinner.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Drake.
Well, now, is that why?
No, I don't think so, Mrs. Drake. I have this work to finish.
Oh, talking into that tape recorder, Dr. Mandeville. Do it on company time.
No, I'll be down in a little while.
Buster, did I overhear you say something about Barney Kremen?
Well, yes, he's my patient at the factory.
Was your patient, you mean? He died.
He what?
He died.
Barney Kremen?
He dropped dead this afternoon, right after he come home from work.
But that's impossible. Friday, October 16. Bernard Kremen, a man who in every respect seemed normal except for the cough, expired suddenly. A post-mortem performed immediately after at the hospital revealed absolutely no further information. Pathologists could find no tissue damage. Why did he die? And what caused it? Dr. Mandeville? What's that? Where? The reduction plant. No, don't lift him, don't move him. Call an ambulance. I'll be right there. Everybody move away, please. Please, give him some air. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
How do you feel?
As if we're on a wave.
You have any pain?
It's just a wave, you know. I go up, I go down. I'm going to die. I know that.
That cough, how long have you had it?
The cough. Barney Kremen and I.
Oh, now, try to light here, please. What continue?
The KCV 447.
The what?
The KCV 447. I found that out. They're not supposed to use it.
What is KCV 447?
Don't let me die. Please don't let me die.
I'm going to have to give you a shot. It won't hurt.
KC 447. Remember?
Saturday, October 17. Patient's name, Jack Edward Caddy. White male, age 25. Graduate student working his way through school. Unmarried. Displayed same signs, described same symptoms as Bernard Kremen, especially the cough. Became delirious, lapsed into coma en route to hospital, and died on arrival. Post-mortem performed. No indication of cause of death. Spoke of substance called KCV 447. Check on it.
Please, sit down, Doctor. Well, how's the job coming?
Mr. Spaulding, I wanted to...
I must say that the board of directors didn't take kindly to the idea of a woman doctor for plant physician. Stodgy group.
Mr. Spaulding, in the past week, 2 men have died in the reduction plant.
Yes, I was informed. What was the cause of death?
We're not sure.
Not sure?
Mr. Spaulding, what is KCV 447?
KCV 447? It sounds like someone's license plate.
Mr. Spaulding, this plant is filling a government contract.
Oh, I hope you won't talk about that on the outside, Dr. Mandeville. It's top secret.
Our current project is constructing motors for nuclear reactors.
Now, Dr. Mandeville, really, you
I'm sorry, sir. This is germane to the discussion.
What sort of discussion are we having?
As the plant physician, I have been issued a list of government prohibited materials. These are all hazardous substances which cannot be used, since they constitute a danger to health and life. Violations will result in cancellation of contracts, plus possible criminal prosecution.
Doctor, what has all this to do with me?
KCV 447 has been used and is being used in this plant.
Dr. Mandeville, I can state categorically that is not true.
And I say it is, Mr. Spaulding.
Do you have evidence for such a serious charge?
Yes.
May I ask, what is that evidence?
The evidence of my own eyes. I paid a visit to the supply warehouse, and I asked Mr. Marlowe, I believe, if we had any KCV 447. And he said he wasn't supposed to give out any information like that. But when I identified myself as the plant doctor, he said in that case it must be okay. You have cartons of it. Well, Mr. Spaulding.
The old fool. The labels were supposed to... Well, it seems I'm caught red-handed. The next move?
2 men are already dead. There's no way of telling how many more will die because you have used a prohibited substance. I shall report this to the authorities.
Yes, that's one course of action. Another, you could forget about it.
Forget about it?
I could make it worth your while.
Are you trying to bribe me?
Of course.
I have never been so insulted.
Oh, and never been so flattered. How important you've suddenly become. Here you are, a fledgling doctor, still in your 20s, and you hold the fate of a $200 million project in your delicate hands.
Do you know what you're saying?
Listen carefully. I'm saying life is short. Timing is exact. Experience is treacherous, and judgment is difficult. I offer you $1 million.
There isn't enough money in the world.
Yes, there is. All we have to do is negotiate and arrive at the price.
There is nothing you and I have to negotiate.
But there is something you should negotiate with yourself. You have arrived at a crossroad in your life.
That is not true.
You can alter the course of your entire existence. I notice you drive an Isota Asmara, a very expensive sports car.
It's a luxury I afford myself.
Take a day or two.
And do what?
Think about it.
I've already thought about it.
KCV 447 is an exotic. There's absolutely no proof it's harmful.
Then why is it on the prescribed list?
My dear doctor, you know how vocal these do-gooders are. Doctor, even those who are violently opposed to KCV 447 admit it can only be lethal to a very small number of people.
One person is enough.
And these would have to be people who have a very rare protein allergy.
In this plant alone, it has already struck down 2 people that we know of. The toll can rise higher.
Doctor, if indeed KCV 447 is the culprit. Now, look, we have no real facts. But here is what I'm willing to do. I'm sorry about those 2 men. Anonymously, quietly, I'll send money to their families.
Will you stop using KCV 447?
Doctor, I can't, unfortunately. You see, it's a drying agent. It dries various component parts twice as fast as any other known process. Therefore, it cuts my fabricating time in half. Also my cost. That's why I was able to underbid all my competition for this job.
Well, I don't think we have anything further to say to each other, Mr. Spaulding. It's a Saturday afternoon. I shall spend tomorrow on my analysis and present what I know to the government on Monday morning.
You may regret your action, Dr. Mandeville.
I'm a doctor to whom life is precious. I am also a citizen for whom the law must be supreme.
You are also a phrase maker.
Good day, sir.
Not to mention a pompous little fool. Which reminds me, one of our great Americans said, experience runs a hard school, but fools will learn at no other. I'm afraid, Doctor, that there may be a very hard lesson awaiting you.
satin, sweet as honey. That's how Fred Spaulding comes on. But do you suspect an iron fist inside that velvet glove? You could be right. Dr. Mandeville has decided to take action on Monday morning. But that's almost 2 days away. 2 days can be a lifetime, an eternity. I shall return shortly with Act 2. Well, our first act ended with a young lady doctor who had some damaging evidence that could destroy the fortunes of a powerful industrialist. And she was going to present that evidence to the authorities on a Monday morning. I regret to say that she never did. It is with even greater sorrow that I must inform you that we shall never see Dr. Louisa Alcott Mandeville again in this life. Why? Well, it is Sunday evening, and we are in a police station.
Well. What are you doing here, Richard Harding Davis?
Richard Harding Davis? That sure dates you, Lieutenant Carey. How about Floyd Gibbons?
Now, they were reporters. They died before punks like you were even born.
I'm sorry.
You're covering the station house tonight?
Yes, sir, Lieutenant Carey. Alfred Alexander Marx Times Union at your service.
Lieutenant Carey? Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, let me write it all down. Victim's name? Yeah, make a car? Uh-huh. Right. Hit the report in. Yeah.
What was that?
Nothing you're going to win the Pulitzer Prize for. Dame killed herself in an auto accident. Smashed into the concrete wall of an underpass. Kills herself and totals the car. One of those foreign jobs, and I saw her as Mara.
You're kidding, and I saw that Mara. Huh. I drive one of those.
And yourself?
I got it 15th hand. She wrecked an Isata? Hey, let's have the details. She must have been an heiress.
You'll never guess, so I'll tell you. She was a doctor, company doctor at the Spaulding plant. About 30 years old, name of Louisa Alcott Mandeville.
With that name, she must have been a real hatchet face.
Now, don't try to make Grandpa Carey here think you're tough. Want more facts, you could pick up her bio from personnel at the factory.
Can you imagine somebody totaling an Isata as Mara? All right, okay. Oh.
Hello, is this Al Marks?
Who wants to know?
Al Marks, who's the reporter?
Do you know what time it is?
Sure, it's 12 o'clock noon.
Well, it's my day off, so whoever you are, don't bother me.
Al, it's me, Frank the junkie.
Frank the junkie?
Yeah, I own the junkyard over at South Main.
Oh.
Hey, Al, you still looking for master brake cylinder for that sports car of yours?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, this car, exactly like yours. I saw it as Mara. Got herself totaled 3 days ago. Killed a dame driving it. The master cylinder might be worth looking at. What do you think?
I'm on my way.
This is her, Al. The Isata Asmara.
Now I remember. I was filling in for the guy who had the police beat that night. Cop said she must have lost control and run off the road. I wrote up the story. She was a doctor, young, too, alone in the world.
It happens all the time. So, you want to take the master cylinder out and look at it? Be my guest. Is it okay, Al?
Yeah, it's okay, I guess.
Go figure, huh? You can pick that up at a junkie's. It's got to be my lucky day or yours. What are you staring at?
Piece of tubing. It's part of the brake line. It carries the fluid from the master cylinder to the brake.
I know what it does.
You know what I think, Frank? I think it's been cut.
What?
Deliberately cut.
Why would anybody want to do that?
So that all the brake fluid would spill out, which would mean that in a little while there'd be no brakes, and if you were going downhill or around a curve, goodbye.
Yeah, but why?
Maybe somebody wanted that young lady doctor to have an accident.
What are you building, Al?
This end of the line, Lieutenant. You see, it's been deliberately sawed through or cut through.
Al, you wouldn't be out to create some news now, would you?
What are you trying to say, Lieutenant Carey?
Sunday night, what was the story worth? One paragraph buried somewhere in Monday's paper. But now, what if you could get a whole week out of it, huh? Week on the front page in your byline every day.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a normal, natural way for a hungry young reporter to behave. Here's your first headline. Foul play suspected in woman doctor's death.
All I want is to determine if this brake line was deliberately cut, and if it was, this becomes just as much your business as mine.
So, what do you want me to do?
Send it to the police lab.
Oh, the police lab. That's where the miracles happen. That's supposed to be the last word.
Are you going to send it to the lab or not?
Okay, I'll send it to the lab.
I don't know if I should talk to you, Mr.
Marks, Al Marks. I'm with the Times Union. It's a fine paper.
Oh, I know it is. I'm a subscriber. Couldn't get through my day without Times Union. What do you want to know about Dr. Mandeville?
Mrs. Drake, I'm going to level with you. I think she was murdered.
But she was killed in an accident.
It was no accident. The car was tampered with.
By whom? Who could have done it? A thing like that? Why?
I was hoping you could tell me.
I'll tell you what.
About her friends, to start with.
Well, she didn't have any. She worked all day, came home, worked half the night, and went to bed.
Men?
Oh, since she's living here, nobody.
Phone calls?
None?
What did you know about her?
Well, nothing.
You mean she didn't talk about herself?
Oh, she did. It added up to nothing. Comes from California originally. Folks died when she was born, raised by an elderly aunt. Never played much with other kids. She read a lot, went to college and medical school on scholarship. Never did anything in her whole life but work and study.
Well, what about her things?
Well, she had her clothes and a few personal items. Got in touch with this old aunt of hers on the phone out in California. What do you want me to do with the stuff, I asked. Keep it, the old lady answered. Now, I think she's senile.
Could I look through some of it?
Well...
Look, Mrs. Drake, I'm on her side. You know that.
Well, okay. But I don't think you'll find anything. Well, I told you, Mr. Marks. It'll be just slim pickings.
This tape recorder.
Oh, yeah, the tape recorder. Oh, she came home and made notes of all her cases.
Let me switch it on.
The patient's name is Andrea Detweiler, age 46, white female. Married, 2 children. History of ulcers.
Yeah, see what this is.
Oh, she's got a whole carton of tape here. You could spend days listening to all that stuff.
Maybe I better do that. You mind if I borrow the recorder and all those tapes?
Well, I don't know why I should object.
Mrs. Drake, did she seem upset lately?
Upset? No.
Nervous? Apprehensive? Out of sorts?
Well, I don't know what to say. She was, well, you see, last week, 2 of her patients at the factory died, you know?
No, I didn't.
Well, she took it kind of hard. Not that it was her fault, I guess.
Tell me something. When she left the house Sunday evening, do you know where she was going?
Oh, yes, she told me. Matter of fact, she said she was going to drive all night to get there in the morning.
Get where?
Washington.
Why would she be going to Washington?
Well, I think she said she was going to see some government people.
Who?
Oh, I don't know.
Must have been important if she was going to drive all night.
Well, yeah. When she walked out of here, she had the look of a person who meant business.
What does the lab report say, Lieutenant Carey?
Like I suspected, everything or nothing.
Let's have it.
Well, on the one hand, it could have been sawed through.
You see?
On the other, could have broken due to the high impact of the crash. I'm not sure.
But it could have been sawed through.
Oh, sure. And then again, it didn't have to.
Look, she was headed for Washington, D.C. when she got killed. I spoke to the landlady.
All right.
All right, what? Isn't there anything you want to do about this?
Do about what? A girl gets killed in a car
The
crash.
car was tampered
That's
with.
only an assumption. It's not enough for us.
Yeah, well, it's enough for me.
You seem to have a story here, Al.
Yes, Mrs. Rogers, I do.
Well, why?
The brake line was tampered with.
But that hasn't been definitely established.
But there are grounds for suspicion. Look, Mrs. Rogers, a quiet, almost a mousy little doctor. Keeps completely to herself. No other life but her job. Dies under circumstances that might be, okay, I'm saying might be, suspicious. Is it worth a shot?
You have a hunch, haven't you, Al?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I know what it is to be on your side of the desk with a strong hunch. See what you can run down.
Oh, yes, the Times Union. Your publisher, Mrs. Letitia Rogers, is a warm personal friend of mine.
Mr. Spaulding, I want to talk to you about Dr. Louisa Alcott Mandeville.
Oh, sad. Very sad. A tragic thing.
What'd you know about her?
Oh, surface things. What it said on her resume. She was very quiet, kept to herself, very efficient. May I ask why you're interested?
I have an idea she was murdered.
What? The car crashed, as I understand it.
It could be established that the car might have been made to crash.
Well, that's certainly a shocking thing to contemplate.
I have an idea that the answer is here in this factory.
Here? Why would you say that?
Because she seemed to have no other interest, no other activity in life. Did you know she was headed for Washington when she was killed?
No. How did you find that out?
Our landlady told me. She was headed for Washington. She had told the landlady she was going to see some government people, and she seemed quite angry.
Well, all of this is news to me.
Did you know that 2 men died here last week?
I was informed, yes.
What did they die of?
Well, that information would be available at the hospital.
Weren't you interested in finding out?
Well, I was, but no one seemed to know.
Would the late Dr. Mandeville have known?
I'm not sure I follow all this, Mr. Marks.
A doctor employed in a factory that is working on a government project leaves home rather angrily one night and heads for some government bureau in Washington, evidently to report a violation.
Oh, you seem to be drawing a long bow.
And I think I'm on target, too. As a doctor, what would she be angry about? The death of those 2 men?
Do you intend to print any of these mad speculations in the newspaper?
There must be something wrong in this factory from the standpoint of health and safety.
Hadn't you better establish that as a fact first?
Oh, it's a fact, all right. I just don't know where the evidence is. But it exists. I'll find it.
Mr. Marks, what I'm about to say is off the record, and you'll never be able to prove I said it. Who would believe you? Now, look, I'm at a crucial stage of a top priority project. I might also add that the security of our country depends on it, not to mention the jobs of 6,000 people in this fair city.
Are you building up to what I think you are?
Absolutely. Now, I simply cannot afford to have publicity and disruption and all kinds of inspectors messing about. So, how much do you want to stop being a nuisance?
I can't be bought.
Rhetoric. It's so important when you're young.
I mean it. I intend to go full steam ahead.
That's because you have so little experience in the ways of the world, Mr. Marks. Speaking of experience, was it Ben Franklin who said, experience keeps a hard school, but fools will learn at no other?
Well, we heard that one before. And it was followed by a fatal car crash. Al Marks has been offered the same deal Mr. Spaulding was willing to give Dr. Louisa Mandeville. And Al has turned it down also. Now what? Can we expect another automobile accident? I shall return shortly with Act 3. Said, shall prevail in the end. How much better it would be if truth could prevail in the beginning. Could save so much trouble. And it might be much safer for those people who are determined to live with it. Who knows? Dr. Louisa Mandeville might still be alive today. Certainly life would be simpler for reporter Al Marks if he could get certain people to believe him.
We've got him, Lieutenant Carey.
Got who?
Spaulding.
For what?
For the whole thing. He tried to bribe me.
Now, Al, you can't prove that.
In a court of law, no, but he did it. He offered me money to lay off.
It would be your word against his.
And whose word would you take, Lieutenant Carey? Look, he tried to bribe me. That means he killed her or had her killed. Naturally, he wouldn't work on her brakes with his own hand.
But Al...
You know I'm telling the truth. On what I say alone, I know there's no case, but it should be enough to start you guys off.
What do you want me to do?
The reverse. Usually, the evidence leads you to the killer. This time, the killer has to lead you to the evidence.
Al, I need more.
It was done, so the evidence is out there. Now it's your job to find it.
How?
Assign men to do it.
I have to have a reason. I just can't put guys out.
Lieutenant, it could be you're afraid to tangle with somebody the size of Spaulding.
Now, don't try that psychology stuff on me. Wait a second. Lieutenant Carey. Who? Yeah, he's here. Huh? Okay, I'll tell him. That was your publisher's office. She wants to see you.
All right.
Don't sound good.
What doesn't sound good?
I think you're going to get some heat.
What do you mean?
You could be stepping on somebody's toes.
Spaulding?
What do you think?
Then I'm right. You agree I'm right?
Sure, you're right. For all the good it's going to do you.
Mr. Spaulding was rather upset with you this morning, Al.
Well, not as upset as I was with him. He tried to bribe me.
I don't believe that.
Let's say you don't want to believe that.
Oh, Al, you are a good reporter. But all you've got are hunches.
A sawed-through brake line?
Not conclusive. The lab will not commit
The
itself.
2 men who died?
Coincidence.
Why would she be headed to Washington, D.C. to talk with some government people? What would she have to talk about if not some violation at the plant?
Al, how do we know she was angry? How do we know she was going to the government? How do we even know she was headed for Washington?
Her landlady told me.
Well, will her landlady put it in writing?
No, but Mrs. Drake.
Look, I told you everything I know.
Well, all I'm asking you to do is let me put it in writing. You said she went to Washington, D.C.
I said she went to Washington. Didn't have to be D.C. Could have been Washington State.
Why would she go there?
Because she comes from there, the West Coast.
You said she was going to meet some government people. You said she walked out of here like a person who meant business.
I don't remember saying that.
All right. How much did he offer you? Al Marks. Yes, Mrs. Rogers. No, Mrs. Rogers. I was unable to get her to give me anything in writing. Well, she reneged on the story. He must have gotten to her. Yes, Mrs. Rogers. Yeah, I'll report to the managing editor for another assignment. But you and I know Spaulding's guilty. And if you can live with it, I wish you luck. What am I out to do? Get myself fired?
Listen, kid, I believe that brake line was hacksawed. I believe he tried to bribe you. I believe he got to the landlady.
Do you, Lieutenant?
I tried to work on it. I had guys out trying to run down leads. And look, if he'd had the brakes tampered with, he'd have had to do it between Saturday afternoon and Sunday night when she was scheduled to leave, which means it had to be done in the darkness on Saturday night. I had guys checking the neighborhood for anything that looked suspicious.
And?
Nothing turned up.
I don't know what to do.
Well, I wish you did. Because you have to come up with something, anything, so that I can justify putting the men out. What do you got?
Nothing.
Well, you got to have something. How about that tape recorder?
It's miles and miles of tapes, diagnoses, medications.
Go through it.
But that could be a career.
You sold me the idea she was killed because she was acting like a doctor. Well, on those tapes, she's talking like a doctor.
This displayed same signs, described same symptoms as Bernard Kremen. See tape, yesterday's date.
Bernard Kremen. He had... Okay, I remember. Go ahead, Louisa.
Especially the cough. Spoke of substance called KCV 447. Check it.
KCV 447. KCV 447.
KCV 447. A rapid-drying agent suspected of having lethal properties. Its use is prohibited. Attacks certain persons who have a specific protein allergy. Not much known. It causes death in 6 weeks. Only sign is a persistent dry cough and a rising and falling feeling of pressure.
Yes, indeed. We've got him. We've got Mr. Spaulding. Oh, yes. No wonder he was willing to pay off.
Lieutenant Carey.
It's me, Al Marks. Listen, Lieutenant, I want to let you know you were right about the tape.
Yeah?
What I got here is dynamite, and I haven't even heard half of it yet. Look, it'll take me the rest of the night to get all of it. And then I want to meet you at headquarters, and I'll bring my publisher.
Is it good stuff?
When you hear it, you'll know why she was killed and who had the motive.
Jack Edward Caddy, a graduate student in chemistry, worked formerly for International Solvents. They were cited for using KCV 447. It is reasonable to assume, therefore, that Jack Caddy may have suspected the use of KCV 447 at Spaulding's. But once he had caught the illness, it was too late. He must have known because he told me he was dying.
This is dynamite.
The disease caused by KCV 447 is so rare it has not yet been named. It has a destructive but invisible effect on the heart and lungs. Its only symptoms are the dry, hard cough and the roller coaster feeling of pressure. Once these appear, however, the disease has already taken hold, and its fatal course is irreversible.
Yep, I guess that's all of it. Louisa Alcott Mandeville, you were a great lady, and you didn't die in vain. I wish I'd have met you before. Well, I'm going to get my first good night's rest in over a week, and tomorrow morning we cook the goose of Mr. Spaulding. I thought I would tell you two people first.
Yes. Well, go ahead, Al.
What have you got?
Here's what we've got. A prohibited substance called KCV 447. Spaulding uses it to get an unfair manufacturing advantage over his competition. It kills people who have a certain protein allergy. And 2 such people we know about already died in that plant.
These are facts.
It's all here on the tape. Her words, her voice, summing it up. She finds out about it. You'll hear how. She confronts Spaulding. He tries to bribe her. She announces she's going to report it. The next night, she's dead in a car accident that's at least suspicious.
That's what you've got on the tape?
That's what I've got on the tape.
Well, we'll print every word of it.
It's enough to make an arrest. Roll that tape.
Here goes.
Well?
Something's wrong. Maybe I don't have the cassette on right.
Well, it seems to be running smoothly.
You got the right button pushed down?
Something's wrong.
Well, run it fast forward. See where the voice begins.
Something's wrong.
Al?
Al, are you sure
Listen
you
to me.
had...
Listen to me, both of you. Listen. I had it all here on tape, here on this recorder last night. I had it. I swear I had it.
Well, I'm sure you did. But where is it now?
I don't know. I do know. Spaulding, he got it erased somehow.
Al, you are becoming paranoid on the subject of Spaulding.
But it's true.
Ah, Mr. Al Marks, our fine young journalist. Have a seat.
Mr. Spaulding, I came here to tell you that no matter what anyone else believes, I know you killed Louisa Mandeville.
Not true, my boy.
You had her killed.
All reporters should have respect for the truth. Now, that's better.
You had someone fix the brakes.
Correct.
I'm sure if federal inspectors searched your warehouse for KCV 447, they wouldn't find any.
Of course not.
Somehow you got the tape erased on the recorder. I don't know how you did that.
I had a tap put on your telephone. When you told Lieutenant Carey, you had all that information on tape. The proper steps were taken while you were fast asleep.
You won't get away with it. I'll spend the rest of my life if I have to, but I'll get the goods on you.
Oh, that's nonsense, and you know it. You know you can't get the goods on me because they no longer exist.
Nobody gets away with murder.
Oh, that's a slogan. If it makes you feel any better, believe it. People like me get away with murder all the time. It's our business. We know how to do it. You know a man like me cannot be brought down by a little man like you or a woman like Dr. Mandeville. I can't be brought down at all. And you know I'm telling the truth. Well, you're almost ready to burst into tears because I've completely demolished everything you wanted to believe about the law of compensation, the ultimate triumph of justice. None of that's true now, is it? Well, is it? What are you laughing at? What's so funny?
How long have you had that cough?
What are you talking about?
I shouldn't have laughed. It isn't funny.
Why is it funny? What are you talking about?
Maybe, just maybe, I'm talking about justice.
Exactly 6 weeks later, the headline in the Times-Union informed the world that internationally famous industrialist Charles McNeil Spaulding had died suddenly. The story was written by reporter Al Marks, who quoted the doctors as saying that Mr. Spaulding's death was a mystery. Perhaps, but not to Al Marks. I'll be back shortly. By the narrowest of tolerances, by the smallest of gauges. Little accidents, coincidences, chance encounters, sudden hunches. Any one of these can change a life, or even decimate the earth. The world is such a volatile, unpredictable, capricious, and giddy place. Can there possibly be a master plan behind it all? Our cast included Mason Adams, Joan Lovejoy, Jackson Beck, Joan Shea, and Robert Maxwell. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
What's the matter, Becky? I thought I heard Julie cry out.
It's her back, I think. I gave her some of these pills, 2 of them. Is that all right?
Yes, so you can do when these attacks come.
Look, she's...
Yes, it's a very strong drug. Puts a person to sleep almost immediately.
Oh.
Quite frankly, I don't like her to have them so near at hand. I'm always afraid if the pain is too much, she might take an overdose. She seems rational enough, but she's not. Ever since Carrie's death, her mind wanders. All that wildest flights of fancy, feelings of persecution. I don't know. Now that you're here, I'm afraid my poor wife is stark, staring mad.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. I'm E.G. Marshall. If we know anything at all, it's the fact that we probably don't know anything. In medicine, yesterday's cure can become today's killer. In life, yesterday's villain can become today's hero. What can you depend on? Whom can you trust? Yourself? Who are you? What are you? Follow these questions to their logical conclusion, and you may get the shock of your life.
Would you please tell the court, what do you do for a living?
I'm unemployed.
And what is your profession, your trade? Isn't it a fact that you live by picking up lonesome middle-aged women, take them home, and then rob them?
No, that's a lie.
You're also able to blackmail them.
It's not true.
Unfortunately, in this case, Mrs. Wilson's husband came home unexpectedly.
No.
And you had to kill him.
Now, look, I'm being framed. Can't you see that, Your Honor? I'm being framed.
The state rests.
Our mystery drama, Lovers and Killers, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Robert Dryden. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, Brewers of Budweiser. I'll be back shortly with Act One.
Way back in 1876, people started enjoying two things that have gone hand in hand ever since: Major League Baseball and Beechwood aged Budweiser. And just as Abner Doubleday's invention became our national pastime, so did Adolphus Busch's brilliant golden creation become the king of beers. And together, they gave us two of the most famous phrases in the history of sports: play ball and cold bud here. Anheuser-Busch, headquarters, St. Louis, Missouri.
Want to do yourself a favor? Get to the Singer Super Summer Sale before it ends on Saturday, where you can buy fabulous sewing machines at super savings. And then start sewing the best wardrobe ever. Right now, for just $88, you can own an incredible Singer zigzag machine with front drop-in bobbin and snap-on presser foot. This reliable, precision-built machine is only one of the super buys now at Singer. The Singer Super Summer Sale, where super sale means super savings.
Somewhere a teenage girl in a school for the retarded doesn't remember what her parents look like. And somewhere a great-grandmother in a nursing home doesn't even bother to celebrate her 85th birthday. Now, multiply these people by many millions and you've become aware of the problem. And the problem is loneliness. Let me tell you about a new public service program called Voiceogram. The heart of the program is an exchange of tape-recorded messages between the patients and their families and friends. Actor Cliff Robertson and Harold Russell, chairman of the President's Committee for the Handicapped, and myself are lending their support on a nationwide basis. But to make it work, we need sympathetic volunteers who will visit patients and talk to them while their words are taped for their loved ones to hear and respond. Just give a little bit of your time and a lot of caring, and just write to Voiceogram. Box 127, Coscob, Connecticut, 06807.
Nothing, said Benjamin Franklin, is certain but death and taxes. Of all the founding fathers, he was the wisest. But he should have known better. It's all very well to nod wisely, take a philosophical pull at one's pipe, and to compare truth to a quicksilver that can never quite be grasped. But there are, unfortunately, basic truths and complete certainties which have to be arrived at, especially if you are required to decide the question of life or death.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you have heard the charge. You will now retire to consider your verdict.
As foreman, it's my suggestion we begin by taking a vote and see how we stand. Now, to just write down on a piece of paper, innocent or guilty, and pass them up here. Now, let's see. I've got 3 innocents,
3 guilties, 6 don't knows. Well, I guess we got to talk about it. I'll go in order. I'm juror number 1, but I'm foreman, so we'll start with juror number 2. That's you, Mr. Miller. What would you like to say?
What would I like to say? I'd like to say goodbye. That's what I'd like to say. Goodbye, farewell, adios, so long. What am I doing here? Where do I come off being on a jury? Who needed this? I'm a chump. That's what I am.
Mr. Miller, what do you think?
I pass. So the vote's 3-3, 6 undecided. I'll wait to see which way it goes. Do I vote guilty? The guy can get life. Maybe the chair. And suppose he's innocent. What if I vote innocent? He goes free. And what if he really is guilty? I don't need this. Vicky, I just don't need this.
Yes, you do, David.
I need this like I need a case of jaundice.
Oh.
Vicky, I don't want any part of jury duty.
Why not?
I don't have the time. I'm going to get out of it.
David, it's your duty as a citizen.
Oh, hold it. I'll put on a record of the Star-Spangled Banner.
David, listen.
Hello, Chuck. Yeah. Listen, Chuck, do me a favor. You got all the connections in the world, and I got a summons for jury duty. Now, how do I kill it?
David.
What? What do you mean it can't be fixed? Everything can be... All right. Okay, look, you'll have me in tears. Yeah, sure. Bye. He says I've got to get out of it myself.
David, tell me why.
Oh, for crying out loud. Do I have to explain it to you? This court where I have to report, they try murder cases. I could get stuck for weeks, months.
Look, David, I'm going to say this once. Each of us is something more than what he does for a living. Each of us is part of something that's more important than any of us. Part of a society. And we have to pay our dues to that society.
Hey, word for word, the second act curtain speech you did in Lovers and Killers.
Oh.
Honey, you can still get that dark, rich quality in your voice. Come on back. Do a play.
I won't say another word.
Vicky, I just can't spare the time.
You can get out of it, all right? When they question you, you can say you've been influenced one way or another. 100 things. You can get out of it.
And, baby, I will.
Oh, but please, David, don't. Oh, honey, there's things that all of us simply have to do. Or nothing will matter anymore.
David Michael Miller, El Chumpo. That's me. On account of her, I played it straight. 20 years an actor's actor. Now I have a chance to make a fortune, something brand new, a singing act, a booking in Las Vegas. And where am I? In a jury room. I ask you, is that fair?
Why don't we all take a break and relax over a cup of coffee? Dave Miller?
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd like to talk to you on the QT. Dave, last vote was 6-5, 1 undecided. That's you.
I know.
Now, you can decide here and now how long this trial's going to run.
Me?
Yeah. It's a funny thing. It's all psychological. You know what I mean?
No.
Well, if you make it 7-5, we'll have a majority. And more important, a majority philosophy. See what I mean? A couple of the 5s could have gone either way. Now, when they see a wind blowing steady in one direction, we could be 8-4, 9-3, even 10-2 by supper time. Tomorrow morning, we could wind it up. You see?
Yeah.
Now, on the other hand, you make it 6-6. You could establish a deadlock philosophy. People get hardened in their attitudes, and we can be here forever. You want that to happen?
No.
The first thing you got to realize, you got to move off the undecided.
Yeah, I realize that.
You got to get off the fence, Now, the defendant, is he guilty or innocent?
What do you really think?
What do I really think? I don't know what I think.
Well, you go through that transcript again. You got to make up your mind. Maybe it can be changed later, but you got to come to some decision.
Okay, I'll try to figure it out somehow. Maybe if I go through it all over again.
Tell the court your full name.
Richard Frederick Lenz.
You're a police officer attached to the North Precinct?
Yes, sir, I am.
And can you tell us where you were at 11 p.m. on the night of the 24th?
Yes, sir. I was driving a squad car on regular patrol. I received a radio message to proceed immediately to 81 Brentwood Lane. There was a report of a fight in progress.
How far were you from that address when the message arrived?
Less than 2 minutes. I pulled up, got out of the car, and I heard a shot.
Open it! I'm a police officer! Open the door! It's the police! Open the door!
The back way! He's running on the back way!
You there! Halt! Stop! That's a warning now! Freeze!
That's it. Just keep your hands up high and don't move.
And who was that man?
The defendant there.
Howard Ingleside?
Yes, sir.
And he had the gun.
Look, I admit I had the gun. I was so confused. I didn't realize.
Mr. Ingleside, I must ask you to remain silent.
Your Honor, I never denied I had the gun.
You will have your turn. Continue, Mr. District Attorney.
What did you do then, officer?
I brought him back inside the house. The victim, Mr. Wilson, was lying on the floor, dead. And Mrs. Wilson, she must have fainted because she was on the floor, too.
And that's exactly what happened?
Yes, sir. That's what you'll find in my report.
Well, thank you, Officer Lenz. The people called Mrs. Mara Wilson. Mrs. Wilson, what happened the night of the 24th?
Oh, please, I find it so hard to talk.
Yes, we realize that, Mrs. Wilson. We know it's difficult, but it's necessary. We shall be as brief as possible. The night of the 24th.
The night of the 24th. That night, I was alone in the house, and I wasn't accustomed. Well, you see, Gerald, my husband, my late husband, he'd never leave me alone because I'm frightened. I can't help it. I'm a person whom everything frightens. I've always been that way. Maybe it's a sickness, but I just have to live with it. Well, I was sitting in the living room, reading, and I thought my heart would stop. I was so frightened. It was a noise, but I thought I'd have to scream or call for the police, but suddenly the phone rang. Hello?
Myra?
Oh, Gerald. Oh, Gerald, darling.
Myra, what is it?
There's someone in the house.
Myra, are you sure? Are you sure it's not your imagination?
Oh, I don't know.
Now, don't be frightened.
I'll try.
Look, this was an extremely important meeting.
Oh, I understand.
And it's just winding up. I'll be through here in a little while. Darling, you're just going to have to learn to cope.
Yes.
Why don't you listen to some music?
Yes, dear.
Really, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Yes, Gerald.
Goodbye, darling. I'll be home before you know it.
Goodbye. Gerald's right. He's right. I've just simply got to get up. Who's there? Who's there? Who? There's no one here. It's the roof. It's the wind. Who are you?
Shut up.
Who are you?
Get away from that phone.
Please. Who are you? What do you want? Don't hurt me.
Shut up. Look, let's turn this on. Play some music. There. There you are now. Just relax.
Please, we have no money in the house. I have my purse here. Here's $20. Just take it. I don't have any jewels or anything.
Just shut up, please.
Do you want silver? We have silver. We have a sterling silver service for $8, and it's hardly ever been used. Take it.
No, I don't want your silver.
Oh, then what do you want?
Wait. I want you to come over here, huh? No. Baby?
No, you don't want me. You would want me. I'm a middle-aged woman.
I said, come here.
No. Oh, don't kill me. Please.
I don't want to kill you, baby.
I'll die of shame.
Will you calm down?
Please.
Relax.
My husband, he's on his way home. He carries a gun. He'll kill you.
Nothing to be scared of.
If he finds you here, he'll kill you. So get away. Please, get away.
You shut up.
Help.
Don't go of her.
He's going to...
I'll kill him.
Look out, Gerald. Be careful.
Drop that gun, buddy. Drop it. Help me, Myra. Help me. Now we'll see who killed... Oh! I'm...
Don't kill him.
Open up. It's a police officer.
You killed him.
Open the door. It's the police.
Oh, my husband has been murdered.
And then, Mrs. Wilson?
He ran out the back, and I screamed, and that's all I know.
But she is lying. That's not how it happened. Your Honor, I didn't break into the house.
You will have your turn on the stand.
Your Honor, she picked me up in a bar near where they live.
Order!
Yes, indeed. Order. And what order of proceedings are taking place here? Do you see where this is going? Well, that's why we have courts of law and trials and testimony to establish the truth. Truth. Keep that concept uppermost, and I shall return shortly with Act 2.
I love a good mystery, don't you? And one of the best I've read is The Black Tower by P.D. James. This is no mild English country house mystery. Oh, no, my friend, not this book. The Black Tower is a mystery chiller of the first rank. Commander Adam Dalgleish of Scotland Yard arrives at a prim nursing home on the English coast, only to find it has become a labyrinth of inhuman terror, lurid poison pen letters, and murder. A saintly man of God slain by an act of satanic evil, and the secret lies hidden in the strange, isolated building known as the Black Tower. Excitement builds page by page until Adam Dalgleish comes to the terrifying dramatic climax. With him, you will discover that the murderer is... in the last few chapters of the book, of course. Read it. The Black Tower, available in paperback from Popular Library.
Hey, folks, now's the time to start building that backyard swimming pool you've always wanted. Have you ever heard that line before? Well, this is Gene King for the Council of Better Business Bureaus, and if you want a swimming pool and feel you can afford it, fine. But don't forget that you have to be extremely careful in making this purchase, just as you're careful in buying a new car. Be sure to deal with a reputable contractor or dealer. And before you sign on the dotted line, think about how much you want to spend and what other accessories, such as slides, you might want. And speaking of swimming pool slides, effective in mid-July of this year, the Consumer Product Safety Commission has issued a mandatory safety standard for their manufacture and construction. Slide manufacturers must establish certain requirements for the materials used, provide the buyer with illustrated instructions and warning signs, and recommend minimum water depths. If you're looking at slides right now, make sure the one you buy is safe for use in your own backyard.
Justice, it is said, is truth in action. Well, we're in the right place. We're in a court of law where a man is being tried for murder. And we're seeing it all through the eyes of juror number 2, Mr. David Michael Miller. The problem is, although he's looking very hard, he can't be sure of what he's seeing.
Miss Wilson, prior to the time the defendant broke into your home, had you ever seen him before?
Him? That man?
Yes, Miss Wilson, that man seated at the table. The defendant, Howard Ingleside.
No, I never saw him before in my life.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilson. We can all appreciate how difficult this must be. I have no further questions.
Dave Miller?
Yeah.
Dave, I think it's time we had another vote, but,
What?
Well, I've been sounding out the others. It's still 6-5, so unless you're willing to move off dead center, there's no use.
Mr. Foreman, I just started reading this transcript again, and, well, why don't you have everyone read it through again?
All right, Dave. Nobody's pushing you at this time.
Why don't I vote one way or the other? Everybody's looking at me, waiting for me. If I vote, no matter how, I can break this jam. We can be out of here in a day, 2 days tops. Why don't I vote? Because I don't know how to vote. I just went over her story again. Let me go over his story again.
I just happened to stop in at this bar. It was kind of crowded, you know. And, I saw her. That is, I saw a girl sitting all the way over at the end of the bar. She gave me the eye, so I moved in. When I got close up, I saw maybe she wasn't such a girl, but good looking enough. The kind that's out for a little fun, you know. So I said, hi.
Hi yourself.
What do you say to a little drink?
Hello, little drink.
Ooh. You know all the answers.
You know all the questions.
Come in here often?
First time.
First time for me, too. Bartender. Same way again. What's your name?
Myra.
Miss Myra or Mrs.?
Ms.
Call me Howard.
Howard. Myra and Howard. That would be a new combo. We've had John and Mary and George and Martha and now Howard and Myra.
It's got a kind of a ring to it.
What do you do, Howard?
Nothing.
Oh, I see you go to bars and pick up lonely, middle-aged ladies.
Beats going on welfare. Besides, you don't look so middle-aged.
You know what Ben Franklin said, always make love to an older woman. She'll be so grateful.
Did Ben Franklin say that?
Oh, could have been H.L. Mencken or Voltaire. Have you ever read anything by Voltaire?
No.
Ever read anything by anybody?
Not an awful lot.
Oh, good-looking fella like you. You should have gone to college. You might have gone far.
Oh, I did go to college. I went there to play football.
Oh, and were you a hero?
Didn't get the chance. See, I broke a leg. It's never the same afterwards.
Oh, and then what did you do?
Hitch in the Marines.
And after that?
I took this job. Picking up lonely middle-aged ladies in saloons.
What do you think of this place?
It's crowded.
Noisy.
I think the guy cuts the booze.
We deserve better.
What'd you have in mind?
Come with me. How's this?
Whoa, nice layouts.
You like classical music?
Whatever turns you on, baby.
Hey, drink up.
You, live here alone?
Mm-mm. Friend husband.
Ooh, and where is friend husband this evening?
Portland.
Maine or Oregon?
He told me, but I forgot.
Well, they're both about the same distance from here.
Well, here's to Portland.
And here's to us.
Come over here.
Meet me halfway.
let's take it from there.
And, friend husband?
Not due till Friday night.
That's 3 days from now.
Or maybe Saturday. I forget which.
I just hate to have him walk in, you know?
You could break friend husband in half.
That's not the point.
Oh, but it is the point. Oh, yes, indeed. It's very much the point. You see, what I'm stuck with is Melvin W. Milquetoast. I was very young when I married friend husband.
Honey, I can see a crying Jack coming on.
I was in college, and he was rich. Very rich.
Yeah, baby, why don't we just leave him in Portland?
My mama said to me, dear, you'll have everything your heart desires. Money, clothes, beautiful house, servants.
Yeah, servants. Incidentally, where are they, servants?
Maid's night out. She and I both take Thursdays off. I don't know where she goes. And I can tell you, she doesn't know where I go.
Well, bottoms up.
You know who I am?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Myra Wilson. I'm Mrs. Gerald Prescott Wilson. I am the president of the United League. I am the secretary of the Willard County Poetry Society. Do you know I write poetry?
Is that a fact?
I am very active in every imaginable community project. And do you know why?
Why?
It's his fault. No, it's not his fault. He can't help himself. It's my mother's fault. My mother convinced me to marry him, and after I did, I said to her, Mom, there's no excitement with him.
Yeah, I know
and
what
Mama
you mean.
Said, she said that sort of thing isn't really very important. Oh, I need a drink.
Hey, baby, you may have had enough.
Howard, please believe me.
I believe you, baby.
No, you don't. I haven't told you anything yet.
You've told me everything. Friend husband isn't exciting, so what can you do for excitement? You have to take it where you find it, right?
But I'm not like other women who sit around in a bar.
Oh, of course not.
Don't make fun of me, Howard. Why did he marry me if he wasn't interested? If he didn't care about that?
Well, baby, why did you stay with him?
Oh, that's a good question. But what else is there for me to do? Get a job. But at what? Know what it is to be my age and unmarried? No, at least this way I'm Mrs. Somebody. Howard.
Hmm?
Howard, could you love me?
Honey, I can give you references. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Oh, no, I mean love me, Howard. I don't mean just tonight. Oh, Howard, I need somebody. I need somebody so badly.
Sure, baby, sure.
Hold me in your arms.
Of course.
Am I attractive?
Oh, baby, you're beautiful.
Am I desirable?
You don't have to say anything. You don't have to say another word.
Howard, let me confess something to you.
Later,
This
baby.
is the first time I ever...
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it matters. I've gone to bars, you know, every Thursday night, and I'd sit there. But this is the first time I ever brought anyone home.
Sure, I understand that.
Howard, oh, love me. Love me.
What the devil is this?
Jerry. Jerry.
Hey, ain't you supposed to be in Portland?
Gerald, this is,
This is you. This is up to your old tricks.
Well, folks, three's a crowd.
Decided not to go to the convention.
Yeah, see you folks around.
Oh, no, Howard, don't go.
Don't go.
You'll kill me.
Well, sure, but I can't really...
Please, Howard, don't
Young man, I don't know who you are, and it doesn't make any difference. I have nothing against you. You could have been anyone. It isn't your fault. I don't even blame you.
That's pretty broad-minded.
I must ask you to leave.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Well, good night.
Please, don't let him kill me.
But he's not going to kill you. No,
He will.
you'll
He
be
said
okay.
he would. He said the next time.
The next time? What? You mean he's come home unexpected from Portland before?
Young man, leave this house at
No,
once.
please, Howard, help me.
If you want to watch this. Watch me shoot my wife.
In that drawer, he keeps a gun. Gerald,
Hey!
please.
Well, young man, look, mister, hey, one of those things can go off and kill people, you know?
of course.
Don't, Howard, I don't want to die.
Look, mister,
Stay here.
we ought to talk it over.
What?
Right?
Talk what over? She's trash and you know it.
Well, still.
Gerald, please, don't.
You deserve it.
I'll never do it again.
Oh, I've heard that before.
Never.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm glad. I'm finally doing what has to be done.
Gerald, you'll be so proud of
There's
me.
a law,
I'll be
my dear
good.
Myra, against adultery. A law. And
How many times have you broken it?
Well, as far as that goes, Jerry, you know, there's a law against murder.
Keep out of this.
Please.
Mister, you're not going to kill her.
Jerry, please.
Young man, you don't know what she's done.
It doesn't matter what she's done. You've never killed anybody. You don't know what it is.
That's enough.
Listen to him.
You'll have nightmares all your life. I don't care.
I'll change. I promise you. You'll see we'll have a wonderful life together. I'll be someone absolutely different.
It's too late,
please,
Myra.
Jerry,
This guy is crazy. He's really bad. Will you put down that gun?
Don't make me kill you, too.
Put it down.
Don't kill him. Don't kill him.
I'm a police officer.
You killed him. My husband's been murdered.
Open the door.
Well, what do you mean? I didn't murder anybody.
Murderer.
Listen, I had to do this to save your life.
Murderer.
Well, I am getting out of here.
The back way. He's running out the back way.
Well, we've heard the last scene told 3 times. Once by the police officer, once by Myra Wilson, and now by Howard Ingleside. Everyone who has seen it differently. How did you see it? Someone is telling the truth. But who? I'll be back with Act 3 in just a few moments.
When you say but, you've said a lot of things nobody else can say. When you say but, you say you care enough to only want the king of beers. When you say Budweiser, you've said it all.
Anheuser-Busch, headquarters, St. Louis, Missouri.
I got bronchial asthma, but I got a road to rip up, too. So I take Broncaid tablets. They help keep my occasional asthma attacks away for hours. I took Primatene tablets, and they work. But then I heard about Broncaid. Broncaid's got something extra to help me get rid of congestion. Primatene hasn't got that. Broncaid helps me breathe easy for hours. It works almost as hard as I do.
Broncaid tablets do more to let you breathe easier. Use only as directed.
Wheels are ever spinning, shining spokes are catching sun. There are people seeking nature, seeking health and seeking fun.
Last year, over 15 million new bicycles were sold in the United States, and over 70 million are now in use. Studies show that the leading causes of bicycle accidents are loss of control, mechanical and structural problems, and the entanglement of foreign objects in the wheels. So, make sure your bicycle meets the new safety standard.
So cycle of America, a craftsman are being told. There's a life that is riding on every bike that's sold.
For more information, write Bicycles, Washington, D.C. 20207, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission.
You know the ancient story of the blind men and the elephant? Well, this is not an elephant. It's a murder case. And the people are considering the facts in evidence. And all of them can see. But what are they looking at? Where is the truth? What is the truth? Can truth even exist?
And so, Mr. Ingleside, you'd have this court believe that you picked Mrs. Wilson up in a bar and she invited you to her home.
That's what happened.
The bartender testified that he cannot remember seeing you or Mrs. Wilson that night.
Well, look, the place was jammed. I'm not a regular. How could he remember me?
Well, then really all we have is your own word. Your word against Mrs. Wilson.
Oh, my word's as good as hers.
Is it? I wonder. That's for the jury to decide.
Dave, you finished rereading all the testimony?
I guess so.
You ready to vote?
No.
Well, then you better be ready to argue.
Argue. There were those who said innocent and those who said guilty.
But I couldn't say anything. So I had everybody on my back.
Who are you going to believe? A woman is respectable who doesn't have so much as a whisper of scandal about her?
I didn't say she was lying.
Let me finish. A woman who plays around. You don't keep it quiet. Somebody knows there's talk. There has to be. Now, nobody can prove Mrs. Wilson was ever anything than an honest, decent person. But on the other hand, who's the man? A bum.
Well, no, just hold on. Who says he's a bum?
He does. He admits to preying on women.
Well, he's not preying on women. He's only offering a certain service women are willing to pay for.
And that doesn't make him a bum.
Well, even if it does, that's not what he's being tried for.
Let me tell you what happened. He's broke. He was prowling around this wealthy neighborhood. He saw a chance to steal something. So he managed to get into the house. But when he saw her, she aroused him.
How do you know? Were you there?
Nobody was there. We got the evidence.
What evidence? Here you have a sex-starved lady?
Just because he says so?
That's how the arguments went. He said, she said. There were 12 of us in that room. 11 had already decided one way or the other. But I could tell no one was really married to his decision. Somehow, everyone had turned to me. I was the undecided one. For some reason, they believed that when I would finally make up my mind, that would be the right decision. What was I doing here, anyhow? I told Vicky, I told her, damn it, I don't know enough to be on a jury.
David, what do you have to know?
Well, something about law and rules of evidence, that sort of stuff.
No, the lawyers worry about that. The lawyers and the judge. You only have to decide who's telling the truth.
But I'm not qualified to do that.
Oh, you're as qualified as anybody else.
Vicky, I still say I ought to get out of this thing.
All right, go ahead. But I warn you, David, don't you ever complain to me about anything for the rest of your life, about justice, the courts, politics, the government.
Okay, don't make a production out of it.
It is a production, the most important production we have.
I said I would do it. And I did. What do I do now? There was a lot of legal gobbledygook, motions, objections, opinions, rulings. Well, that was all for the lawyers. Vicky was right. All we had to do was decide who was telling the truth. And I couldn't do anything. When I listened to Myra Wilson, I believed her.
I was alone in the house, and I thought I heard a... Who are you?
Shut up.
Don't hurt me.
Calm down.
Do you want silver? We have silver.
Come over here.
No, you don't want me. Why would you want me? I'm a middle-aged woman. Don't kill me.
I don't want to kill you.
Die. I'll die of shame. Let me go.
And when I listened to Howard Ingleside, I believed him.
What's your name?
Myra.
Call me Howard.
Howard. Myra and Howard. That would be a new combo. John and Mary. George and Martha. Now, Myra and Howard.
It's got a kind of a ring to it.
What do you do, Howard?
Nothing.
You go to bars and pick up lonely middle-aged ladies?
Beats going on relief.
Always make love to an older woman. She'll be so grateful.
And just as I'd start believing him, I'd see her face again on the stand. The terror, as she described.
Let me go. Let me go.
Calm down,
Please.
please.
My husband, he's on his way home. He carries a gun.
Take it easy,
If he finds
honey.
you here, he'll kill you.
Now, hold still.
And just as I thought she had me, I remembered the look on his face, the tone in his voice.
Where's friend husband?
Portland.
Maine or Oregon?
They're both the same distance from here.
I'd hate to have friend husband walk in, you know.
You could break friend husband in half. I'm married to Melvin W. Milktoast. Oh, Howard, could you love me?
Satisfaction guaranteed.
Love me, Howard. Love me.
And that's how it went. Back and forth, back and forth. In a crazy kind of way, I knew something like this could very likely happen. I'd even mentioned it to Vicky. It was my last shot before leaving home that day. Vicky, let me tell you why I don't want to be on a jury. Really.
Really? All right, darling. Tell me really.
It's because I'm a sucker.
You can be called many things, but certainly not sucker.
No, what I mean is, I'm a sucker for a good performance. You know me. I sit in a theater and someone up on that stage...
You won't be in a theater. You'll be in a courtroom.
Well, it's the same thing. I never listen to what they're saying, only to how they say it.
David, you know as well as I do. The performance has to have truth, or else it just doesn't work.
Ah, you can believe that.
I do.
Well, we disagree.
Maybe. But if you believed it, it would open up new horizons to your acting career.
Now, look, let's not get off into that.
Oh, darling, it's part of the same thing. How extremely qualified you are to be a juror.
What makes me qualified?
Look, let me put it on your terms. You just said a courtroom is like a theater, right? All right, now let's assume that's true. Then the trial is a play. The judge, the lawyers, the witnesses, the accuser, the accused, all of them are actors. Oh, honey, trust your instinct.
What instinct?
Your theatrical instinct. No one has a better one. Who has your ability to examine a play and spot the flaws, huh?
No, wait a minute. You make it sound too pat.
Every word spoken at that trial will be recorded. It'll be on a transcript. Transcript. The second part of that word is script. When the performances confuse you, look at the script. Analyze the script. Oh, come on, darling. Nobody's ever fooled you.
You know something? You're going to sell me yet.
David, do it. You need it for a selfish reason.
Yeah?
Yes. Here's now. Well, you've lived in the world of artificial drama. Get some new experiences and get them firsthand. Take a part in a real play.
Wow, when you get wound up.
Oh, you'll thank me, David. You'll see.
But it was not a real play. That is, a real play on the stage. Because a real play on the stage is a work of art. And you know all about art. You yourself told me every great work of art has a tiny flaw. Something to contrast with that perfection. Something that lets you grasp it. It isn't here, Vicky. It isn't here. Sure, I know my theater inside out. All theater begins as a mystery, and every play still has a mystery at the heart of it. When you see a good murder play in the theater, the playwright gives you clues. If you watch it carefully, this beautiful piece of tapestry, you can spot the scene, where and how it was all put together. But here, there is no flaw, no seam. There are 12 of us, and none of us can find it.
That's not true, Dave. We have people here who've made up their minds. You're the only undecided.
Made up their minds on the basis of what?
The evidence.
What evidence? The same evidence has called for 2 different conclusions.
Dave, we have to come to a conclusion. What is it? Are you scared to take a position?
I've been through this transcript.
Oh, well, I know.
Not just once.
You can say that again.
There are thousands and thousands of words here. But you know what it all rests on? The last 3 lines of dialogue, when the district attorney wound up his cross-examination of Howard Ingleside. It was his word against Mrs. Wilson's.
That's what it comes down to. That's what everything comes down to. So, how are you going to vote, Dave? You'll swing this jury.
How? If everybody already believes...
Because your belief is stronger.
Why? How do you know?
I can feel it.
You're crazy.
Dave, there's really no evidence. In most murder cases, unless witnesses actually have seen the fellow do it, it all becomes a matter of who tells the better story. Oh, sure, the rest of us, all 11 of us, have decided for or against. You know why?
No. You tell me.
Because of our prejudices. Who we are, how we think, what we would like to be true.
And what do you really think, Mr. Foreman?
I think Howard's telling the truth.
Why?
Maybe I don't care for the look in Mrs. Wilson's eye. Maybe because my son was in the Marines. Maybe because Well, I wish I were his age again, picking up women.
And that's why he's innocent?
For me. You know why he's guilty for Mrs. Perkins?
I heard what she said. Mrs. Wilson's spotless reputation.
Did you watch her face during the trial? She kept looking at the defendant with... it was fear. Maybe disgust in her eyes. What was she thinking of? Dave, get us out of here. We believe you. We trust you. We don't know either. We need a leader.
You're the leader.
I'm just a foreman. You're the leader. We trust you.
Why?
It beats me, Dave. But we need your vote. Decide. One way or another.
Suppose I say he's guilty. Suppose I believe it.
We could accept that.
And what if later it should turn out he was innocent?
If that's what's bothering you, vote to acquit him.
No. That'd mean I voted for it because I was scared.
Well, then let's find him guilty.
Oh, what a way to administer justice.
Dave, is there a better way?
The truth is, I just don't know.
You want this thing to end in a hung jury. They'll only have to do it again.
Okay, that's the way out.
In other words, you don't have the guts.
It isn't that.
You have a war record. You went. Maybe you didn't like the idea of it, but you went. You did what you had to do.
But it's not the same thing.
Right now, deep down, way down in your heart, you know what you believe. Don't you? Well, Dave, people have to stand up and be counted.
Yeah. You have to stand up and be counted.
Okay. And that's all we need. You want me to call for the vote? Dave?
Yeah. You can call for a vote.
And they voted. And by the end of the day, they were unanimous. And they returned to the courtroom with their verdict. And what was the verdict? Well, what was your verdict? You know everything they knew. You were the rest of the jury. How did you vote? Whichever way, be sure to vote for me, for I shall return shortly.
True Value hardware stores have a strong sense of values, and their Summer Value Days circular proves it. Hi, Pat Summerall here to tell you about it. Inside this 12-page circular, you'll find more than 300 remarkable values on the summertime tools and equipment you need most. For example, a Lawn Chief 21-inch 4-horsepower rotary mower with rust-proof alloy metal deck and a grass catcher is just $139.99. A Structo 24-inch barbecue grill with adjustable height and folding legs is just $9.99. And a Johnny Apple Peeler for peeling, slicing, and coring apples in seconds is just $9.88. True Value Hardware Store's Summer Value Days circular also features True Test Woodsman solid color latex stain for just $6.99 a gallon. And a 5-piece True Test roller painting set for just $3.76. See these and over 300 other values in the Summer Value Days circular. If you don't receive your copy, just ask for one at participating True Value Hardware stores.
To the man who bought the Skyhawk, to the girl in the Century, we're glad you like your Buicks, glad you set your spirit free. And to the family from Ohio, to the folks up in St. Paul, nice to see you join us, nice to see you all.
Free spirits all over the country are getting into Buicks. But here's a little extra incentive. If you buy a new 1976 Buick Skyhawk now, we'll give you either an automatic transmission or a 5-speed manual transmission at no extra charge, as long as supplies last. At manufacturer's suggested retail prices, that can mean a husky $244 savings, which can buy a lot of groceries, Charlie. Well, maybe not a lot of groceries.
It's nice to see you join us. We're glad it came to be. Nice to see you join us. Glad your spirit's free.
person, and only one person, knew the truth. And he was Gerald Wilson. But he was dead. Therefore, we will never really know, will we? But think of so many of the great trials and vital matters of public dispute during the recent past. Is everyone satisfied with the endings? Don't most of us keep asking, did he or didn't he? Was she or wasn't she? Maybe the truth is like quicksilver, elusive, mysterious, impossible to hold. Our cast included Robert Dryden, Russell Horton, Marion Seldes, Evie Juster, and Robert Maxwell. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by True Value Hardware Stores. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Everybody's doing it. Doing what? Celebrating our country's bicentennial birthday, of course. What's that got to do with keeping your teeth clean? Plenty, that's what. We're celebrating the 200th year since we declared our independence as a nation. I hear you, man, but I don't track you. Well, figure it out yourself. One of the best ways to do this is to declare your independence from dental disease. I track you now, Sid.
That's right. Dental disease can be a big pain, and who needs that? I'm Dr. John Tabak, president of the American Society of Dentistry for Children. And ASDC is asking children everywhere throughout this wonderful land of ours to say Happy Birthday, USA, by brushing and flossing the plaque from their teeth. Plaque can lead to dental disease, and a happy, healthy nation must be free from that, too.
WFAA, Dallas, Fort Worth.
CBS News. A group of California students and teachers missing for more than a day in a boat off New Guinea are now reported safe, victims of bad navigation. I'm David Jackson reporting on the CBS Radio Network. The group from Pepperdine University in Los Angeles and their 5-man crew had been on an oceanographic cruise between two small islands off the New Guinea coast. They left the island of Wewak on schedule, but failed to show up at their destination, Buvulu, a tiny atoll rising only 6 feet above sea level. After a 24-hour search, they turned up. Simon Keeble, a spokesman for the New Guinea government, explains.
We started a search for her and didn't find her. But then at noon today, she turned up coming into Wewak, spotted by an aircraft sent up this morning. What had happened, it seems, is she couldn't find the island, and so came back. The group leader said that everybody was quite all right. They were having a rest for the night and would be going out again tomorrow. I think you can put it safely down to the bad navigation. No, but as I say, she's going out again tomorrow. You never know, it might open again.
And we'll have more after this.
This is John Cameron Swayze with the 2020 Eye Drops Report. Item, consumers are demanding more of the products they purchase these days, especially health products. Among other things, they look for a solid guarantee. Item, 2020 eye drops are the only eye drops to guarantee complete satisfaction, or your money will be refunded by simply returning the bottle. And if that's news to you, this is John Cameron Swayze reminding you to read the label and try 2020 eye drops, the guaranteed solution.
Nobody needs to tell you about the economic problems we're having. But we can offer you the information that may help you understand and possibly do something about them. I'm Ray Brady for Today in Business, heard every Monday through Friday on the CBS Radio Network. In recent broadcasts, I've talked about natural gas prices, the American meat supply, given financial forecasts, and discussed proposals to change the way used cars are sold. Listen to Today in Business weekdays on the CBS Radio Network.
CBS newsman Richard Wagner quotes a source close to John Connally as saying Connally will place the name of President Ford in nomination at the Republican National Convention. Wagner is traveling with Connally in Michigan and reports Connally was not available for immediate comment. Vice President Nelson Rockefeller and Senator Barry Goldwater are also reported to have been asked to give nominating speeches for Mr. Ford in Kansas City. Their responses have not yet been disclosed. Connally's name frequently comes up as a possible running mate with President Ford. From the White House Thursday came word that Mr. Ford won't be pressured into an early announcement of his choice of a vice presidential candidate. That announcement, the White House says, will come in Kansas City after the presidential nomination. Ronald Reagan carried his campaign to the Northeast Thursday, he and Richard Swiker in New York and New Jersey, claiming to have picked up 6 more delegates to the GOP convention. Minnesota State Republican Party is apparently looking for skeletons in Walter Mondale's closet. Rich Holter of CBS affiliate WCCO reports from Minneapolis.
Democratic vice presidential nominee Senator Walter Mondale has labeled as absolutely ludicrous the request that he explain a so-called flower fund kept in his office from 1960 to 1964 when Mondale served as Minnesota Attorney General. A request for the explanation of the fund came in a registered letter from Minnesota GOP State Chairman Chuck Slocum, who asked Mondale to explain whether the fund was reported as taxable income, whether state employees were asked to contribute between $50 and $200 to the fund when they were being reviewed for salary increases, and whether a similar fund currently exists in Mondale's Senate office. In a statement issued by a Washington aide, Mondale said the alleged flower fund was simply, in his words, a voluntary kitty, into which he and his friends chipped in money to pay for flowers, for weddings, funerals, birthdays, and the like, and to pay for going-away parties for office employees. Mondale's one-paragraph response ends with these words, "That's all it was, nothing more." And the Minnesota Democrat adds, if that's the best the Republicans can do for an issue in this campaign, they must really be hurting. Rich Holter for CBS News, Minneapolis.
Now this.
If you're looking for a dependable laxative the whole family can use, may I recommend Nature's Remedy tablets? Nature's Remedy is a product of the Lewis Howe Company, who also manufactures Tums for the tummy. Nature's Remedy is an all-vegetable compound and comes in 3 convenient tablet forms: Nature's Remedy Regular, Nature's Remedy Candy Coated, Nature's Remedy Juniors, and is, by the way, without mineral and phenol derivatives. Because of its pleasant and thorough action, Nature's Remedy has been recognized by literally thousands upon thousands of satisfied users as an ideal relief for occasional constipation. Since 1890, generations of satisfied customers have learned from experience just how good Nature's Remedy really is. It's a dependable laxative which, again, the whole family can use. Nature's Remedy people say, having made and sold the product for over 85 years, we feel justified in being proud of our product, and we believe it has helped millions of people. Nature's Remedy, an all-vegetable, all-family laxative for the relief of occasional constipation. Buy Nature's Remedy, and remember, NR tonight, tomorrow all right. Take only as directed.
Friday, researchers will have a new crop of cultures to look at, and they hope to be closer to finding the cause of the Philadelphia mystery disease. So far, no real leads, but scientists have nearly ruled out influenza as a cause. So far, 23 people have died from the illness. David Jackson, CBS News.
Good morning. It's 106 at WFAA Dallas-Fort Worth, and in Texas headline news, a former inmate of a Texas prison has disputed the claims of prison officials that inmates were given enough time, materials, and help to prepare appeals of their cases. Donald Kirby of Grand Prairie also said yesterday here in Dallas he was subjected to mind games designed to help him from pursuing his own appeal. Ernest, General Counselor of the Texas Department of Corrections and Director W.J. Estelle, preceded Kirby in testifying in what may be landmark prisoners' rights suits. Bob Bullock, the state comptroller, has joined ranks with Common Cause in criticizing Governor Dolph Briscoe's proposal to rechannel $825 million from the General Revenue Fund to the State Highway Fund. Bullock claimed yesterday the plan would cripple the budget surplus. Presently, the state has $2.6 billion surplus. Common Cause, the so-called People's Lobby, also attacked the plan yesterday, saying that the highway lobby had done a number on the governor. Authorities in Fort Worth say they have found 5 guns in the trunk in the car trunk of T. Cullen Davis. The Fort Worth millionaire is accused of killing his 12-year-old stepdaughter and the alleged lover of his estranged wife Tuesday night. Yesterday, Fort Worth police said they doubted whether any of the 5 guns is the murder weapon because the bullet wounds were all made with a small caliber weapon. However, the weapons recovered from the trunk of Davis' car were larger caliber. 2 empty railroad cars derailed of a San Antonio overpass and tumbled into the street below yesterday, crushing to death a San Antonio man tentatively identified as Roy Broussard. A second car narrowly missed the failing railroad cars. A second candidate has joined the race for the Texas Supreme Court, Houston attorney Tony Lawrence yesterday said he will challenge nominee Donald Yarborough as an independent write-in candidate in the November election. Yarborough has 16 lawsuits pending against him. He was nominated in the bench in the May Democratic primary and is without Republican opposition this fall. Lawrence is an insurance law specialist with no judicial experience. In sports last night, Bert Blyleven yielded 6 hits in notching his 3rd straight victory and 4th shutout of the season tonight, last night in Arlington as they triumphed to a 1-0 decision over the California Angels. The game's lone run came in the 2nd inning after Jeff Burrows led off the Rangers with a looper into mid-center field. California center fielder Dan Briggs and shortstop Dave Chalk both approached the ball, then halted, and it fell between them with Burrows winding up with a double. He advanced on a sacrifice and came on home with a sacrifice fly by Lenny Randall. Blyleven, now 9-12, was never in serious trouble and did not give an extra base hit. California had 2 men on in the 5th inning before Jerry Remy grounded to Blyleven for the easy out. The Angels' Gary Gross, 6-13, limited the Rangers to only 5 hits and struck out 4 and walked only 1. Other than Burrows' double, he only gave up 1 extra base hit. Dallas-Fort Worth weather mostly fair today and tomorrow, with a high today near 100. Overnight low should be around 72. Daytime highs on Saturday of 95. Clear in the Metroplex right now, 81 downtown Dallas, 84 at DFW, and 84 in Fort Worth. For Jim Thomas, I'm Dan Bell, and that's WFAA Texas Headline News.
The most music on 57 WFAA.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. And thus is sweet reason softly seduced by the ancient legends of time, according to the poet. Yes, the story of the world is a series of legends, and when one loses its appeal, it is soon replaced by another. And thus we find ourselves farther and farther away from the original truth, assuming, of course, that there was an original truth to begin with.
You have been tried and found wanting. You are therefore to become a slave.
A slave? Do you know who I am back home? I'm Jonas McDowell. I own banks, textile mills, automobile companies.
We do not know what those things are.
I'm a financial genius, don't you understand?
We only understand that you cannot hunt, cook, fish, fight, or heal the sick. You have no real or useful skills. Therefore, to earn your bread here, you will fetch and carry and do as you are told.
Our mystery drama, The Acquisition, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Tony Roberts. I'll be back shortly. There are those who say that too much of the world's wealth is in the hands of too few of the people. They advocate, therefore,
a redistribution. There are others who claim that this would only be an exercise in futility because, after a while, the very many would find themselves with very little, and the very few would once again wind up with very much. Whether or not this is true, I don't know. I do know this, however. It is 4 p.m. An expensive-looking automobile is at the side of the turnpike. A man is standing there, looking at it, with a most helpless look on his face. Now, a rather modest-looking car slows down and pulls over.
Hi, something wrong?
Well, my car seems to be out of order.
What's the matter?
Well, if I knew what was the matter, I could fix it myself.
Of course. May I help you?
Yes, you could give me a lift to the nearest garage or service station.
What seems to be the problem with the car?
Quite simply, it won't go.
Are you out of gas?
My dear lady, if you're willing to give me a lift, I'll reward you most handsomely. May I get into your car? I'm very pressed for time.
Before you do that, why don't I get out and have a look under the hood?
Well, what would you know about automobiles?
What you meant to say was, what would a woman know about automobiles? Why don't we just lift this up? Oh, I must say, this is the most beautiful car I've ever seen.
Well, it should be. It's an Isota Rivera. I just bought it last week.
It must have cost a fortune.
That would depend upon how you would define fortune.
Well, I know this is a rather personal question, but may I ask the price?
The price? Yes, the price I paid is a matter of record. $78 million.
For this car?
For this one, plus $7,000, plus the company that makes them. It's a bit high, perhaps, but the name is worth it.
Wait a minute. I know who you are. I've seen your picture. You're Jonas McDowell, the boy wonder of Wall Street.
Guilty as charged.
Oh, you're not such a boy either. You look to be at least 40.
Do you suppose that we could be on our way, Miss...
How did you know I was a miss?
I just assumed.
Did you?
You seem to have a certain tartness.
Which would alienate men?
No.
Does it alienate you? You don't have to answer that. Oh, here's the problem. A loose wire to the coil. Speedily mended. See?
See what?
The coil.
What's the coil?
What's the coil? Oh, you are going to manufacture these automobiles and you don't know what the coil is?
I don't have to know what the coil is, or where it is, or what it does.
Do you know what the distributor is?
My dear Miss,
Plunkett. Estelle Plunkett.
I do not know what the distributor is, nor the generator, nor any one of the seemingly infinite number of parts and components that make up this vehicle.
You also own companies that make electrical appliances. Are you equally ignorant concerning their functions?
More so. At least I can drive a car, but I wouldn't know how to operate a washing machine.
And you own construction companies that build bridges and dams and oil refineries. Would you know how to do any of that work yourself?
Absolutely not.
Well, then, if I may ask, what do you know how to do?
I know how to make money. And with this money, I hire engineers and technicians, and craftsmen, clerks, and scientists. You can buy anything you need in this world.
And anyone.
And anyone.
If you get behind the wheel of this magnificent automobile, which you know nothing at all about...
But I know everything about it. I know the balance sheet. I know the profitability. I know...
Yes, I'm sure you do. Well, all you need to do now is turn the ignition key and drive away.
Well, thank you very much, but you must let me...
Oh, please, put your money away.
What are you laughing at?
Well... Your face. You're quite disturbed. You're quite put out. You have just met someone who has actually done you a service for nothing. It upsets your entire philosophy of life. But I can assure you, sir, there are many people like me in this world.
I know. And most of you wind up in the poorhouse. Good day, Miss Plunkett. Well, Doctor?
I find nothing organically wrong.
Oh, why do I have trouble falling asleep?
Are you upset about anything, Mr. McDowell?
No, certainly not.
Well, your blood pressure, pulse, respiration, temperature, these are null. All the other tests, negative.
In other words, you don't know what's wrong with me.
I'm afraid not.
Fellows like me, we get blackjacked by social pressures to donate millions to medical research, and I walk into this gleaming edifice created by my dollars, and none of you great men of medicine can tell me what ails me.
Mr. McDowell, what do you do when you're not working?
I am always working.
Do you have any hobbies?
Hobbies?
Golf, tennis, fishing.
I don't need any hobbies. I enjoy my work. I don't need a release from it. I don't need an escape from it.
But something is missing.
I can't imagine what it is.
A woman.
I can have a woman anytime I want one, Doctor.
I'm not talking about that kind of woman.
Any kind of woman.
I'm talking about a wife.
I don't need a wife.
You're the one who can't sleep at night. You're the one who feels listless, restless.
Oh, what would I do with a wife?
You'd lead a normal life.
And that's your opinion?
Yes.
Your considered professional opinion?
I would say it is.
I'll take it under advisement.
Why, it's Mr. McDowell.
May I come in, Miss Plunkett?
Yes. How is your Soto Rivera?
It's doing quite well, thank you.
Well, Mr. McDowell.
May I have a chair?
Please.
Miss Plunkett, I'm here to offer you a proposition.
Well, that's wonderful. It's been quite a while since anyone has made me one of those. Thank you for this terrific boost to my morale.
Miss Plunkett.
I suppose you want to give me an apartment?
Well, a penthouse, a country house, a mansion, any of those. All of them.
Servants?
Of course.
Furs, jewels?
Yes.
How about a yacht?
If you really want one.
Oh, how flattering.
Miss Plunkett.
And also how insulting.
Well, how can you say that?
There is a class of woman, or a type, I suppose, that gets this type of offer on a daily, perhaps even an hourly basis.
This kind of offer?
I don't imagine one gets this lucrative kind of proposition on the streets, but the only real difference is the price.
Proposition? Miss Plunkett, this is a proposal.
A proposal? Of what?
Marriage?
Marriage?
Oh, marriage, wedlock, matrimony.
You want to marry me?
Yes, I am making you an offer.
Do I detect a tone in your voice?
What sort of tone?
Is this how you talk to the stockholders of a corporation that you wish to take over? I am making you an offer.
Miss Plunkett, I would like you to consider this offer.
I don't like the word offer. It's used when you wish to buy something, not give something.
Please, hear me out. Now, marriage is a merger, is it not? When I wish to acquire or merge with another corporation, I study it completely. I analyze its weaknesses, its strengths.
And have I also been subject to such close scrutiny?
Oh, yes.
I feel absolutely undressed.
Miss Plunkett, I have been advised that it is psychologically and physiologically desirable, even necessary, for me to marry.
Just as it is psychologically and physiologically desirable to acquire other companies. Why me?
You represent top value.
Oh, is it possible that we are engaging in this kind of conversation?
Miss Plunkett, I am serious.
Yes, you are, and that's what makes it so...
So what?
Well, so tragic. or so comic, I really can't decide which.
Well, I'm at a loss to understand your reaction. As I've said, marriage is a merger. Do you agree?
Well, yes, I would suppose so.
It is, in a personal sense, the most important of all mergers. Can you deny that?
No.
Well, should it not be approached with the utmost caution and calculation and care?
I don't know.
At the age of 35, Miss Plunkett, you represent fantastic value.
Really? And when did you fall in love with me, Mr. McDowell?
Love?
Was it when I tightened the wire to your coil?
Miss Plunkett, love is a highly subjective emotion. It should not enter into this affair.
But we're not discussing an affair. We're talking about marriage.
Precisely. Miss Plunkett, I have the finest, most efficient, and effective research department in the world.
I would assume so.
I have turned them loose on this problem.
Love is a problem.
Yes, exactly. They have been unable to come up with any tangible evidence that love even exists as a certifiable function.
Really?
Love is a snare. It's a delusion. It creates false hopes. It incites unreasonable passions, not to mention impossible expectations.
You speak, I assume, from experience.
Oh, no. I've been immune to this, what shall we call it, fever.
And this is how you propose marriage to me, Mr. McDowell?
Yes. Surely the advantages are obvious.
So are the disadvantages.
Well, name one, Miss Plunkett.
Well, the most important one of all is what you just said.
I beg your pardon?
How can you propose to me and call me Miss Plunkett?
Well, I assume we'll call each other by our first names as time wears on and we feel the moment.
No, I'm afraid not. I fear that you shall always be Mr. McDowell as far as I'm concerned, and so I must refuse your offer, or tender, or whatever you may choose to call it.
Well, I didn't expect an immediate favorable reply. I am aware that perhaps I do not strike you as a romantic figure. But I go about things realistically. I think a marriage, like a merger, should be based on a sober, thoughtful analysis of all the facts.
You do?
Yes. Would it have pleased you more had I rushed in here feverishly, spouting all sorts of poetical doggerel and vowing to destroy myself unless you reacted favorably to my proposal?
Yes, it would have.
But that's nonsense.
The kind of nonsense that makes the world go round.
I beg to differ.
My world, Mr. McDowell, my world. And I don't believe you could ever live there.
You know the old saying, put your money where your mouth is? Well, he did, and she turned him down. How could she do that? He's one of the richest men in the world. Is this a case of where a girl says no because she really means yes? We shall explore this psychological matter further in the second act. On the face of it, it looks like a marriage made in heaven, simply because there's so little chance of it happening here below. A fabulously wealthy man encounters quite by accident an average young lady and proposes to her. Perhaps it does happen occasionally, say with the same frequency that people win $1 million in the sweepstakes.
May I ask you to reconsider my proposal, Miss Plunkett?
Why?
I believe you have no inherent objections to marriage.
None at all.
Well, may I ask, then, why you've never married?
Well, I've never met a man who appealed to me enough.
One who measures up to your romantic standards.
Perhaps.
You are 35 years old, is that true? You can expect to live until 80. The second half of your life is almost about to begin.
But yes, if you put it that way.
May I speak frankly?
To what purpose?
You have spent the first half of your life in the pursuit of romance. Obviously, it has eluded you. What have you to look forward to?
Well, now, see here, Mr. McDowell.
You can only have a life of decreasing expectations. You teach biological science at a high school. You earn $19,000 a year.
I get another $1,500 for coaching girls lacrosse.
Yes, you have another 30 years until mandatory retirement. You will receive increases, it's true, but will they keep up with inflation? Your pension? What will it be worth in real money when you're ready to call on it?
Mr. McDowell, I must ask you to leave.
From here, it shall all be downhill toward an old age of loneliness and poverty.
You leave a woman with very little, don't you?
It's the truth that leaves you with so very little.
And is this how you assault the people who own the companies you intend to acquire?
Well, I merely point out to these corporations the futility of their present course of action and offer them an opportunity for profitable operation.
Is that all I am to you? A corporation? Get out of here.
I beg your pardon?
Leave before I call the police and have you thrown out.
Well, there's no point in calling the police.
Why? Have you acquired them, too?
Miss Plunkett, I shall leave if you want me to.
Please do that.
As you say.
Mr. McDowell.
Yes, Miss Plunkett.
Permit me to apologize. I was rude. I had no right to lose my temper, but I do feel that I was most severely provoked.
Oh, that's quite all right.
You are, after all, a guest in my house.
Well, I'm used to this kind of reaction. This is how everyone responds to me the first time. But after they've all had a chance to sleep on it, they come round.
Do they?
Yes. And so will you.
Why, you get out of here.
Miss Plunkett.
Oh, it's you.
Miss Chambers, call Ross Leffert, my pilot. Have him stand by with the company jet.
Morning, Mr. McDowell.
Good morning, Ross.
Miss Chambers didn't tell me where you want to go, so I didn't file a flight plan.
Well, we don't have to go anywhere in particular. I just want to fly around for an hour or two.
Okay. You're the boss. Thought we'd go over the water for a bit. Okay?
All right.
You know, when the Pacific turns blue, nothing in the whole world is bluer.
Ross, do you know why we're here?
No, sir, I don't.
How many times have you been married?
5? No, 4. First one didn't count.
I understand that some of your wives were beautiful.
All of them. Ugly dames give me indigestion.
So you've had no trouble persuading some very desirable women to fall in love with you.
No trouble to speak of.
Well, this then is a highly developed skill.
What is, Mr. McDowell?
Getting women to marry you.
Oh, yeah. I guess it is.
You are therefore a specialist in the art. You're an authority.
I'll buy that.
Which is why I've called you in for a consultation. I'm having a problem. There is a lady who refuses to marry me.
I can't believe that.
Why not?
Well, you're not a bad-looking guy, and you got all the money in the world.
And yet she says no.
Well, you're doing something wrong.
Obviously. But, what?
What does she want?
I suppose you could say she wants romance.
Well, then give it to her.
Yeah, but I'm not the romantic type, Ross. I can give her other things.
I gather she doesn't want them.
But she should. They make sense.
Look, you're talking about love, Mr. McDowell, where nothing makes sense.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about love. I'm talking about a sensible arrangement which enables two people to live together as man and wife.
No such animal.
As an authority, what do you suggest?
Change your attitude or change your girlfriend.
I see. Well, I shall take that under advisement. Thank you, Ross. We can turn back now.
What is that? What's that? I don't know. We must be running into a storm. There was no weather advisory. I'm losing power. Let's send out a call. N2307 calling. It's dead. The radio's dead.
What happened?
Oh, we're going down.
We're going down. Miss Plunkett, surely a sober analysis of there can be no more favorable. One should consider the fundamentals. What is love, Miss Plunkett?
He speaks.
Always the same words.
What language is that?
It is not of this earth.
I have written down the words and stretched them out and wound them around the ball.
Soon the words shall fall into place, and we will understand.
Of what race is he?
Of one like ourselves.
I find him handsome.
Well, we shall see. Soon he shall awake.
I hope so.
Or he shall die. The matter is not in our hands.
Miss Plunkett, how did we get here? Where are you? You're not Miss Plunkett.
No, I am Zoa.
Zoa? Oh, I beg your pardon. That is...
What is the trouble?
You're not wearing any clothes.
Clothes? Oh, yes, clothes. It means covering for the skin.
I'm not wearing any clothes either.
Why would one require clothes?
Because I suppose modesty.
Modesty? I shall wrap that word about the ball and see what it means.
What ball?
The ball of wisdom.
Wait. Where am I?
You are with the people.
What people?
The people. Oh, there are no others.
Yeah, but where is this? How did I get here?
You fell from the sky.
Who are you?
I am Taro, chief of the people. She is my daughter, Zoa.
What happened?
The metal bird sickened and died and plunged into the sea.
Ross, my pilot. Where is he?
One cannot say. We saw you in the water, and the young men swam out and brought you here.
But where is here?
Here is the place. The only place.
But who are you? You don't look like natives. That is, you could be the same people I see on the streets of Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Place those words on the ball, my daughter.
No, you don't have to. It's a name of a city. It's a city east of here somewhere.
There are no cities east of here. There are no other cities in this world.
There aren't. Well, where do I come from?
The same place from whence we came 1,000,000 years ago.
What are you talking about?
Our ancestors, They lived in the sky, among the stars. One day they took a ship and flew here. They had the secrets, the great secrets of magic. But the ship burned, and all were destroyed, except the ball, which mixes the language of all living things and transforms it into the language of the people.
Look, I've got to get out of here. I've got to get back. That hurts.
You must rest.
Jonas.
Yes.
Jonas. What does the name mean?
How do I know what it means?
He is feverish, my daughter. We must let him rest.
But you don't understand. I'm Jonas McDowell. I can buy and sell anyone and everyone in this place, whatever it is and wherever it is.
Please, rest.
I can't afford to rest.
Let us leave him and all the spirits that are fighting to possess him. I hope for his sake that the good ones shall conquer.
And so do we. Remarkable, isn't it? How fortunes change so quickly and so completely. One of the richest, most powerful men in the world is suddenly flung into the midst of some primitive people who are not at all impressed by him. Well, you know what they say. Class will tell. Cream will rise to the top. The third act will give us the answers. Jonas McDowell, before whom the entire financial world trembles, isn't scaring anyone at all right now. His plane has gone down somewhere in the Pacific, and he's been rescued by some primitive people. Notice we didn't say primitive savages because it is yet to be determined who are the savages, the primitives or the civilized. But let us not bog down into that just yet. Anyhow, Jonas is not having a happy time of it at this point.
Do you feel better this morning, Jonas?
Yes, I think so.
Jonas, I have consulted the ball. Jonas means a dove.
A dove?
It should be Jonah, but that's the same thing.
Is that important?
Are you a dove, Jonas?
No. I would say I'm more like an eagle.
An eagle? Oh, wonderful.
Why? What's in a name?
You see, Jonas Eagle, I am in love with you.
You're in love with me? Why?
Because you have blue eyes, and they shine so bright. And you shall be my consort.
Consort?
Yes. When my father dies, I will be the queen of the people.
But I'm not in love with you.
No, that's true. But once it is permitted us to make love to each other, you will love me. How you will love me.
Daughter, what is this talk I had just overheard?
I love him. I want to marry him.
I cannot give this the blessing of the people until he is tested.
Tested? For what?
Until we determine your rank, we shall set the time for the testing. Rest well until we meet again.
What's that? The time for testing?
Oh, it is to decide your place among the people.
People, we have here the stranger from the sky whose name is Dove. He aspires to the hand of the Princess Zoa.
Hold on. I never said that I wanted to marry.
You must never interrupt the chief of the people. Until he has been assigned his place among the people, there can be no hope of marriage with anyone. The testing will now begin. Boxing. Russell, step forward.
What do you mean by boxing?
Boxing. The use of the hands. It is important with us. When I count to 3, you and Russell shall begin to box.
But I don't know anything.
1.
I don't know anything about
2.
it. Boxing.
3. Quickly. Rise to your feet. It is now time to wrestle.
But
Dura, step forward. On the count of 3, you and Jonas shall begin to wrestle.
Look here.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, wait a minute.
Foot racing. Archery. Jonas, it is obvious you are not a warrior. However, just as important as the martial arts are the domestic arts. Pottery.
Pottery. I'm an expert at pottery. I own a company that makes millions of jars and pots each year.
Excellent. Here is clay and water and a wheel. Make one.
No, I can't make one myself. I hire people to do that.
You cannot make a pot?
No, not with my own 2 hands.
Very well, we must proceed to the weaving of cloth. Can you weave cloth?
Look, I own some textile factories.
Here is a loom.
I can't do it myself.
Can you fell trees?
We have lumber operations.
Good. You will cut down trees, trim them properly, split them, notch them, fit them together to build a hut.
But I couldn't actually do any of that.
It seems there is very little you can do with your own hands, Jonas.
Father, there are other things. Perhaps he can prepare food.
Do you know anything about food, Jonas?
Food? Yes, of course. We control several meatpacking plants, some milling operations, frozen fruit and vegetable facilities.
You will prepare the evening meal for the people. You will catch the fish in the water, hunt the pig in the jungle.
No, I couldn't possibly do that. I don't...
My daughter, I do not know what is left.
Wait. Perhaps he is a healer.
A healer. The most important of all the arts. Can you heal the sick?
Look, I control several very important drug companies that are doing fantastic things in research.
Bring him to Lyra, who lies dying. Perhaps he can cure her. This is Lyra. See how she lies there.
Yes.
Her head is hot. She perspires freely.
I see.
What is to be done for her?
She obviously has a fever.
Yes.
But it could disappear just like that. Just give her some penicillin.
Penicillin?
Yes, or any of the sulfurs. What else do they use? The mycins. They keep coming out with new things to knock out fever.
But how can you get rid of the fever?
Me?
Yes. You. Jonas, I have come here to give you the decision of the Council of the People.
The decision?
You have been assigned to a rank among us.
Oh?
You were given a free and fair trial.
Well...
You had the opportunity to show your skills. And you have none. None at all. Therefore you have no rank. You have no status. You are to be a slave.
A slave?
You will run errands and fetch and carry.
Wait a minute.
Jonas, you are fit for nothing else. You are not a soldier, a hunter, a fisherman, a farmer, a cook, a weaver, a potter, a doctor, a builder. You have absolutely no skills.
But I do.
Then tell me.
I know how to make money.
Money? What is money?
Father, what have I heard? He is to be a slave.
You have seen Zoa. He is fit for nothing else.
Jonas.
What is it?
What are you doing?
Nothing.
But that canoe.
I was just thinking.
I understand. Poor Jonas. But there is nowhere to go except in the metal bird.
This canoe?
How far can one go? Only a few miles away is the rim of the world, and one falls into the pit of eternal darkness.
But I must get back. I must go back to my people.
We are your people now, Jonas, and I love you.
You love me.
I want to marry you.
But you can't. Not if I'm a slave.
I cannot marry you if I am to be a queen. But I can marry you if I am willing to become a slave. And I would become a slave for you.
For me?
Yes.
Why?
Because that is what love is.
Love? That's what love is. That's what love is.
Yes.
I see it now. My research department, which costs me millions of dollars a year, couldn't explain it. And here you come up with the exact definition. Love.
Yes, love. To follow without question the will of the loved one.
Will you do something for me?
Anything.
Teach me how to navigate this canoe.
But... yes, my love.
Captain! I see something in the water. At high speed. Bosun, prepare to lower a boat. No, you're Estelle. I love you.
Easy.
I love you.
Easy there, mate. Easy now.
I know what love is. I know. You there. Do you know what love is?
Sure, now, I know all about it.
But it's wonderful. Fantastic. Marvelous.
You must be that millionaire whose plane went down.
Love. It's everything.
Okay, matey. You'll be all right. Let's get you out of the sun.
It's you.
This way, gentlemen.
Excuse me, who are they?
Would you rather have filet mignon or a rack of lamb? I didn't know, so I ordered both.
What is this?
Well, obviously, it's a dinner. It's just a cozy tete-a-tete. Very good, gentlemen. Just leave everything in place. We can serve ourselves. Thank you. And now for the champagne. I learned how to do this myself. There's an art to it.
Oh! I don't understand.
This is romance, my dear Estelle. Romance. Wait. Let me raise the window. Gentlemen, you may begin.
have musicians out there, musicians.
I ascertained that you are a lover of Strauss music. Is this sufficiently romantic?
What is all this?
This? You should know. This is wooing. This is courtship.
But why are you courting me?
Because I love you.
You love me?
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the sounds of suspense. To the fear you can hear. Horror that makes the flesh crawl as with maggots. Terror that turns the brain to jelly. These mark the work of Edgar Allan Poe. For nearly a century and a half, readers have wondered at the mad creations of his fevered brain, even as their blood ran cold with fear. As shall yours. Our mystery drama, The Fall of the House of Usher, was especially adapted from the Edgar Allan Poe classic for the Mystery Theater by George Lothar and stars Kevin McCarthy. I'll be back shortly with Act One. I must warn you that there lies ahead for you a tale so gruesome that when it ends, you will know beyond doubt that never in your life before have you experienced such revulsion. Are you prepared for this? Come then to a certain room where a man named Gabriel Mannering sits writing in his diary. A certain room in the House of Usher.
I sit here writing this diary, when in truth, were I not a fool, I should have already departed this frightful place. Already I have sensed such horrors in these first hours of my visit that I tremble at the thought of what may be in store for my friend Roderick Usher. And for me. During the whole of this dull, dark autumn day, I had passed on horseback through a singularly dreary tract of country, and at length found myself, as the shades of evening drew on, within a view of this bleak and melancholy house, the House of Usher. I felt at once an iciness, a sickening of my heart, and wondered what it was that so unnerved me. I was soon to find out.
You would be Mr. Mannering, sir?
Yes.
My master waits you.
One moment, my horse.
Oh, we'll be well cared for, sir.
Oh, that carriage standing there. That black carriage? Is there another visitor?
Only the doctor. He is attending Miss Madeline. This way, sir.
Thank you.
Follow me now, sir. We turn here, the passage on our left. Now, this to the right.
I had no idea the House of Usher was so vast.
Oh, yes, vast. Above and below.
Below?
There are chambers underground, vaults, dungeons that even I have never seen, and I have lived here as servant to Mr. Usher more than 30 years. Here we are, sir.
Come.
Mr. Gabriel Mannering, sir.
Oh, Gabriel. My dear good friend, you've come at last. Roderick, I came immediately on receipt of your letter. It gave me cause for concern, deep concern. After all, Roderick, not having seen each other in years, nor corresponded even, to receive a letter from you was in itself a surprise, but The contents, Roderick, the contents were a shock. How ill are you?
Ill? I'm not ill.
Not ill? But in your letter...
I am not ill! Oh, I may have mentioned something of the sort in my letter, but...
More than mentioned. You spoke of acute bodily illness, of oppressive mental disorder, of a malady, dear friend, so strange you could not bear to face it alone. Now, that is why I'm here. That is why I came at once. The terrible agitation in your letter.
Oh, mood. It was nothing but mood. Mood of the moment. Nothing more.
Come now.
Cato, the port. Good. Thank you. I'll pour. And, Cato.
Sir?
Dr. Wyndham is with my sister still?
Yes, sir.
I would speak with him before he takes his leave if he feels I can bear to...
Sir?
Nothing. Just say I wish to see him.
Yes, sir.
It's a vintage Port Gabriel. You'll enjoy it. Its aroma, its fragrant bouquet will delight your nostrils. Its taste will fall sweet on your tongue. Your health, good friend.
And yours, Roderick.
Well, now, tell me about yourself, Gabriel. How has life gone with you all these years?
Oh, as all lives go, I suppose. Has been the good, the bad, indifferent.
Yes, well, mine has been mostly bad.
I've prospered. My importing business in Baton Rouge.
Ruination, that's been my lot, my fate. The fate of the House of Usher.
Well, if you are financially in need...
No. I speak of another kind of ruination. Decadence. I speak of the evil that molders within my body, my mind, my house. House? Oh, no house this. A tomb that houses the living dead.
You are ill.
Yes, I lied. I am ill with what?
With what?
With fear.
Fear? Of what?
I know not. Well, what do we all fear, each of us? What living thing has not known fear? It lives within us, this fear. It rots within us, as I rot within this house. But mark you, good friend, whereas with others fear rides like a restless maggot only now and again, with me, it's ever present, a colorless slime growing within me, spreading, engulfing, drowning me.
Roderick.
No. I'm all right now. I'm all right. You must go.
Go?
Well, you shouldn't have come. I shouldn't have asked you. You must leave this house of death, this tomb.
Stop that. Now stop.
I tell you that...
Enough. Enough now. Here. Sit down. Compose yourself. Now hear me, Roderick. I came a great distance through the foulest time of the year to be with you, and here I shall stay until you are well again.
No, you don't understand. I shall never get well.
Of course you will.
No. She is dying, you see, and I...
Your sister? Is it she who is dying?
Yes, Madeline.
But it's she who is dying. If it is...
No, you don't understand. You don't understand.
Come in.
Dr. Wyndham.
Come in, Doctor. Thank you, Cato. May I introduce myself, Doctor? Mr. Usher, as you see, is not himself. I'm a friend of his. Gabriel Manning of Baton Rouge.
Oh, how do you do? Louis Wyndham.
I entreat your pardon, both of you.
Now, Roderick.
Well, my nerves sometimes.
Yes, I know, and I'm sure Mr. Mannering understands. You've been taking the laudanum I prescribed?
I used the last only yesterday.
Well, I'll see if you get more.
Oh, thank you. My sister?
There's no change.
How long? Before death?
I don't know. Your sister's malady baffles me. I don't know what is killing her, nor do I know what keeps her alive, when in truth, she's all but dead.
Oh, would it be an impertinence, Doctor, for me to ask you what you mean by that?
Well, no, Mr. Mannering. Quite simply, there have been times when Miss Usher, Madeline, has been devoid of all vital signs. Well, by this, I mean I've been unable at these times to detect a pulse, blood pressure, any respiration whatsoever.
Yes.
And yet, moments later, she's opened her eyes and returned to the world of the living.
Strange.
Yeah, I've encountered nothing like it in years of practice. It's not too far from the truth to say that she is dead, and yet she lives on.
Yes. Like the house itself.
Now, Roderick, you mustn't harp
I tell you, we are like this house. My sister and I, we are this house. The house is us. The house is dead, and yet it stands.
Your aberration about this house...
It is no aberration. It's the truth. The house of Usher crumbles, yet it will not fall. Madeline is dead, yet she will not die. And as for me, oh, heaven, the horror that awaits me.
I'll send the laudanum as soon as possible, Mr. Mannering. There's little else I can do. Yes, I have other patients to attend. Thank heaven it's a moonlit night. I have many miles to travel. Good night.
Good night. Roderick.
Yes.
Roderick, I want to help you in every way I can. That's why I'm here. But now, you must do your part to help yourself.
What do you mean?
Well, I could be wrong, but it seems to me you let yourself go to pieces all too easily. This talk, this wild talk of your sister Madeline being dead and yet alive. Well, now, that's nonsense, you know.
No.
Yes, well, I'll agree with you with one thing, and one thing only. In a way, you have become this damnable house. No healthy, sane man could live here for long without beginning to lose his sanity, without serious damage to his nervous system. I've never seen such gloom. Inside as well as out. This very room reeks of dejection, despondency, undusted cobweb furnishings, black drapes covering the window. Here, let me throw them back and at least get some moonlight, if not sunlight, into this place. There. That's... Roderick.
What is it?
There's a graveyard. I can see it in the moonlight.
The family graveyard, yes.
Who would be walking in it at night?
What do you say? Well, where do you see it?
There. Amidst the headstones.
Oh. It's Madeline. What is she doing out there?
Well, we'd better go and find out.
Good Lord.
In the doorway. What is it?
Madeline!
Am I that horrifying to look upon? Dear brother.
Madeline Usher walks among the headstones of the Usher graveyard, yet stands in the doorway at the same time. Does her spirit walk abroad? Is she that close to death? I'll be back shortly with Act 2. Again, I must ask if you wish to go on, and warn that if you do, you will experience a kind of horror for which I can find no words. Even Gabriel Mannering, writing in his diary, found it difficult to express his feelings in that moment of first meeting with Madeline Usher.
I seek and cannot find words to recreate the terror of that moment. Not a woman, but a corpse stood before us in the doorway of that awful room. The very woman, or corpse, if you will, that but an instant before Roderick Usher and I had glimpsed in the moonlight graveyard beyond the window. If she is alive, I thought, She should be dead. Fatuously, I said. You are Madeline Usher?
Yes.
How do you do? I'm Gabriel Mannering.
I know. Ah, you winced as you took my hand.
What?
You felt it. Coldness.
No.
Yes. You need not dissemble with me. Even now, you find it hard not to stare at the dark patches on my face, the putrescence that lives. Yes, thrives in my dying flesh.
Madeline, my dearest sister, you should be lying down, resting. You mustn't waste your energy.
I wanted to meet your friend. Someone from the world of life outside this house. This tomb. I wanted to... needed...
She's falling. Catch her. Put her on the couch, Gabriel. No. Better still, we'll carry her to her room.
No pulse. No heartbeat. Is she...
Well, heaven help me. It's impossible to say. Can you carry her alone?
She weighs nothing.
Follow me, then. Oh, what evil stalks the house of Usher. Help us, dear Lord. Please help us. Put her down, Gabriel. Gabriel.
In what? In that?
It's her bed. A coffin. But nevertheless, it is her bed. It's where she rests and sleeps. And haven't you noticed? What she's wearing isn't a nightdress. A shroud. Yes. She's been ready for her burial for nearly a year now. Oh, look. See? Her eyes are fluttering.
I'd have taken my oath she was dead.
Not yet.
Gabriel, my friend, come.
Well, you don't leave her like this, alone. No company to cheer her when she wakes.
She may not waken again today. She may not waken again. Come?
No. Oh, wait. There's something about her. Something in her face. It reminds me. Of course, it's you.
Oh, you see, then?
The family resemblance. Obvious. In spite of what the intimacy of death has done to the face, the resemblance is still there.
It's more than a resemblance, Gabriel.
What do you mean?
Well, we are twins.
As my friend spoke those words in that chamber of death, a curious change came into his face. It floats before me even now as I write, a complexion gone so suddenly cadaverous. His eyes large, liquid, and luminous beyond comparison. Thin and pallid lips gone thinner, paler. For a moment, he seemed scarce human. I had tried to calm his fevered nerves by telling him it was his sister, not he, who was dying. And he had cried out,
You don't understand. You don't understand.
And now, in an instant, I did understand, or at least the shadow of what he meant touched me, and I was filled with a dread, a loathing of what was to come that I cannot fully express. Had I known the full truth of what lay before us, my loathing would have increased 100-fold, and I should have fled the house of Usher then and there. Certainly, I should not have found myself at breakfast with Usher the following morning.
Another helping, Mr. Mannering?
No more, Cato.
Then I can give you the message.
A message from whom?
Miss Madeline. She wishes to see you at your convenience.
Well, then I'll go to her, of course. Now, why do you look at me like that? And now, why do you turn away? Cato, face me. Look at me. What is it?
Cato, is it the odor?
Yes, sir.
You'd best not go, Gabriel, or if you do, another time.
I don't understand.
The odor, the stench of putrefaction. It's stronger at times than at others.
And you mean that she... Take me to Miss Madeline at once, Cato.
No. It will sicken you, nauseate you, even infect.
Well, it can kill me and be damned to it, but I'll not disregard a last wish of a dying woman. Unlike you, Roderick, I do not fear death. Miss Usher? Madeline? Are you too tired to speak now?
No.
Would you prefer I came back another time?
No. How good of you to come at all.
It's a privilege to be of use to you.
Favor. I wish a favor.
Anything in my power.
I want to die. I'm in such pain and I want to die, but I cannot.
Cannot?
I'm afraid.
There's nothing to fear. Death is only sleep, dreamless sleep. Don't fear death.
I don't fear.
You fear what?
Burial alive.
Why would you have such a fear? What makes you think you might be buried alive?
My mother.
She?
Oh, promise me.
Spare yourself. Spare yourself. You need say no more. I promise. I promise you that you will not be buried alive. Rest. Rest now. Rest. That is what you meant, Roderick, is it not? Like her, like your twin, you don't fear death so much as you fear being buried alive.
Right, part of it. Yeah? Yes.
Only part?
Well, I fear... Oh, God, more than I can tell you. I fear what happens in death.
Another aberration. As with the house, so with this. You are a man given to aberration.
And what of that? You make as little sense as Wyndham. You think because you call a thing an aberration, it'll go away, that it will cure itself if you but name it.
Reason. Common sense.
Reason, common sense. Well, you speak to me, and Usher, of reason and common sense, Do you not know of the madness that has tainted this family through its history? From the beginnings of the House of Usher, this house, this family, until now, until Madeline and me, the last of the Ushers, from beginning to end, from rise to fall.
Roderick.
Rise to fall. Roderick. From rise to fall. I had not thought on it before, but that is what it will be when she and I are dead. It will be the fall of the House of Usher.
Yes, Cato.
The laudanum, sir, from Dr. Wyndham.
Oh, thank heaven. It has come none too soon.
Mr. Mannering, sir.
What? Oh, yes, Cato.
You've been sitting here in the graveyard for nearly 2 hours.
That long?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, Cato, how long have you been servant to Mr. Usher?
More than 30 years, sir. But I thought I'd told you that the night you arrived just a week ago.
Did you? Now, then I forgot. Were you here when the mother died? The mother of Mr. Roderick and Miss Madeline?
Why do you ask such a question, Mr. Mannering?
I don't know, really, except I've been dwelling on what Miss Madeline told me about her mother. Buried alive. Was she indeed?
Sir, don't ask such questions. Don't dwell on such thoughts.
Why not? It was discovered the mother had been buried alive.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Sir, I entreat you. Understand. You cannot stay in the House of Usher. No one can without something... I know not what, but something evil taking possession of his mind, his spirit, his very soul. It will happen to you. It is happening to you.
No.
You've been drawn here to this spot. You've been sitting here in the damp and chill for hours because you, too, have taken the first step toward madness.
How did they discover she'd been buried alive?
Sir, I beg you, turn your thoughts away from...
How?
If you must hear it. A few weeks after she had been buried, the coffin placed in that vault you see under the trees, it was discovered that she had been buried wearing a valuable ring.
A ring?
It contained a stone worth a fortune. It had been...
Tell me about it.
She had always worn it, and when the undertaker encoffined her, he neglected to remove it. He had no idea of its worth, or surely he'd have inquired whether the family wished her to wear it to the grave. And as you will understand, such was Miss Madeline's and Mr. Roderick's grief. They didn't think of the ring until weeks later.
And decided to retrieve it.
Yes. We went to the vault, the three of us, slid back the slab that covers it, and... sir, let us go in.
Finish what you're telling me.
There lay the coffin. The lid was in two parts. A lower part that covered her body from the waist down, an upper part from the waist up. This I pried up, and there...
Go on.
She lay face down. Her hands had torn chunks of hair out by the roots. Such was the agony of terror. Hands, do I say? Claws. They had become rigid in the death throes.
Yes?
We turned her over. Her face, oh, my God, we will. Her face, I cannot describe. I cannot.
Enough, then. Oh, chill is getting to me.
No! Henry!
Quickly. Tom.
Heaven help us. What is that?
They're coming toward us from the house. Roderick!
Help me!
What?
Help me!
What is it, man?
A corpse! A corpse!
What?
Madeline, dead. She's dead at last. Dead, but...
What? What is it?
She tried to take me to the grave with her. She tried to drag me into her coffin.
No. Roderick, pull yourself together and tell us.
I went to her chamber to see how she was. I called her name again and again and again, and no answer. I felt for a pulse, none. I lay my head against her breast, no heartbeat, and then... Oh, God! Her arms were entwined around my neck, her cold arms around my neck, and I tried to break free, but I couldn't. I grabbed her wrists and I tore her arms from her neck.
Sir? I've got him. Help me carry him inside.
Oh, no.
Now be calm, Cato. When Mr. Usher tore himself free, he must have dragged her half out of the coffin. Come. We must put her back in. Cato.
I dare not touch her.
Very well. There.
Is she at last dead?
She seems so. Ride for the doctor. Tell him to come at once.
Yes, sir. Sir, you mean to stay here?
Yes.
But I will be gone at least 2 hours. If you change your mind,
I grabbed her wrist.
Find your way back to the library in that maze of corridors.
Don't worry about it. I shall stay here. I made her she'd not be buried alive, and I mean to keep that promise, Cato. Beginning now.
Alone in that chamber of death, within the house of Usher,
Gabriel Mannering seats himself beside the coffin of Madeline Usher to keep his vigil and his promise, and wonders if he himself may not be going mad. I'll be back shortly with Act 3. Terror so awful as to shatter the human mind haunts the house of Usher, hangs like a shroud in the air, drips on the spirit like the very slime upon the decaying walls. As Gabriel Mannering sits beside the coffin of Madeline Usher, he feels this terror seeping into him.
Seeping into me like a rising tide of pollution. Cato said he would be gone 2 hours in fetching Dr. Wyndham, but to me, it seemed like 20 before I heard his returning footsteps.
You don't look well.
I'm all right.
Sir, you deceive yourself. Well, never mind now. I'm seeing Miss Usher. My bag, Cato. Thank you. Heart first. Mm-hmm.
Is she?
No, there's no heartbeat. None whatever. No pulse. No vital signs at all.
She is gone, then?
Hey, Mr. Mannering, I've attended her in this strange illness for nearly a year. I've seen her in this state 4 times before.
What's to be done?
What indeed? Well, I would wait a few days at least, and then I should bury her.
No.
No?
She fears to be buried alive.
Yes, I know. Her mother.
You attended her?
No, another man. From what I've been able to learn, I judge her illness was similar, just as unaccountable as baffling. Well, Mr. Mannering, she did indeed fear the same fate her mother suffered, but I think that after, say, 3 or 4 days...
I say no. At least a week. No, 2. Even 3.
You don't know what you're saying. You can't keep a body for 2 or 3 weeks. Especially hers.
Why especially hers?
Well, look at her, man. Here. See? Under the skin of the cheeks. Those gray patches. She's partially decomposed already.
I gave her my word, Doctor. I said we would make sure.
There is an evil in this house. A sinister, malevolent thing that fastened itself on the Ushers years ago. And is beginning to fasten itself on you.
Now, Doctor.
Now, hear me out. I have not seen you in some days. The moment I came into this room, I saw it. I tell you, I saw it. The change in you. The sickening in you. I do not use this word lightly, Mr. Mannering. The insanity in you.
You are right. I gave Madeline Usher my word she would not be buried alive, and she will not be.
Now, I see that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. Do as you wish. And may God help you.
I stayed by her coffin for yet another hour or so, making sure there were no signs of life. Then I returned to the library, led there, of course, by Cato, for I could never have found my own way through that maze of corridors and passages. I found Roderick Usher seated bolt upright in a wing chair, staring at I know not what. Roderick, I must talk to you. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Now, Roderick, as I told you, I promised your sister to take every precaution against her being buried alive.
She is dead. I know it in my heart, my soul. I know it.
I believe so, too. But we must be certain. Now, that presents a problem. Roderick, are you listening?
Problem?
Yes. Decomposition. If she is dead, she will decompose. And after a period of days, well, you can imagine.
Days?
Days of what? Of visiting her coffin, at least every 12 hours, say, to make sure she's dead.
Are you mad?
We must keep her body. 1 week, 2. And the question is, where?
Where?
We'll have to leave the coffin open in case she should regain her senses. On the other hand, if she is indeed dead,
Well, there are vaults deep down beneath the house. We could put the coffin in one of those.
Good. We'll do that then. Yes. We'll do just that. Together, Usher and I arranged for the temporary entombment of Madeline, his twin. The vault, so long unopened that our torches were half smothered in its oppressive atmosphere, was small, damp, and entirely without means of admission of light, lying at great depth beneath the house.
There, Gabriel. It is done.
We must come here again. In no more than 12 hours.
As you say. As you say.
Before he wished only to bury Madeline, or he'd become so compliant, agreed so readily with what I said. Only I'd asked myself that question. But I did not, and in consequence, faced an unexpected problem.
Why do you not believe me?
It isn't that I don't believe you, Roderick. I wish to see for myself.
There is no need for you to do it. I have done it.
You have?
I have visited the coffin at least once every 12 hours, sometimes twice. She does not live. Take my word for it.
It is my word concerns me. I gave my word to her, not yours.
She is dead. I assure you, she is dead.
It was about that time the sounds began. Strange knockings, creaking. Perhaps it had begun before, but I had not at first. I would hear some curious sound from below and say to Roderick, "What was that?"
What was what?
Listen. What is that?
Rats, perhaps? Rats? Well, the house is infested with them.
I've never heard rats make sound like that. I answered. Time went on. And it seemed to me the sounds grew louder, and I would say to Roderick, "Listen." And he would answer.
A door banging in the wind somewhere.
And I would say, "There is no wind." He would answer,
"Well, then it's something else. Don't bother me."
And on that fatal night, as we sat in the library, he was sitting, staring vacantly at nothing, trying to read, but my mind was on that awful chamber of death far below him, outside the wind gathering for a storm. It happened. I became aware of distinct, hollow, metallic, yet muffled reverberation. Complete unnerved, I leaped to my feet and looked at Usher. His eyes were fixed before him, and throughout his whole countenance there reigned a stony rigidity. I said, "Roderick, do you not hear it?"
"Yes, I hear it and have heard it, as you have. Long, many minutes, many hours, many days have I heard. Yet I dared not speak. No, touch me not. I am accursed. For I heard the sounds as did you, but I dared not speak and dared not go.
Not go? My God, are you telling me?
That not once have I gone down to see. I dare not.
We put her living in the tomb.
She comes. For me. Listen. Now listen and know. We've heard the rending of coffin, the grating and iron hinges of a prison, struggles within the covered archway of the vault. And now, she comes for me. In a moment she'll be here. I hear her footsteps on the stair. I hear the horrible beating of her heart. She comes for me, she comes. I tell you, she stands outside the door.
As if in the superhuman energy of his utterance there had been found the potency of a spell. The huge antique panels to which he pointed drew slowly back. And outside those doors did stand the towering and enshrouded figure of Madeline. There was blood on her white robe, evidence of some bitter struggle on every portion of her putrefied frame. For an instant she remained trembling and reeling to and fro upon the threshold. And then with a moaning cry, fell heavily inward on her brother, and in her violent, now final death agony, bore him to the floor. A corpse. A victim to the terrors of all he had anticipated.
This is E.G. Marshall. I shall return shortly. The manuscript of The Fall of the House of Usher ends thus. I fled from the house, leaving all behind me. As I ran, I heard a sound so horrendous it made me stop and turn. My brain reeled as, looking back, I saw the mighty walls of the house burst asunder. And in a few moments, the moon, breaking through scudding clouds, a blood-red moon, revealed the end. The fall of the House of Usher. Our cast included Kevin McCarthy, Arnold Moss, Marion Sotis, and Robert Biden. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.